as a man, when I hear a woman say that, I'm gonna say like how it is. When I hear a woman say that, bro, what are you trying to say? It's just what she did to the homie BMO, man. That really rubs me the wrong way.
Understand that that's because you are retarded.
Yes, I am retarded, bro.
Okay, cool.
Hello everyone! Today we are gonna be talking about some Genshin Impact drama. Well, nothing new, you may say. That is, until you realize how strange some of these events taking place really were. How a mentally ill content creator was completely manipulated, taking 90% of the blame for someone else's disgusting actions. How the biggest culprit was able to get away with everything he did. And much more. And while other content creators have covered it on a surface level, this video goes in much deeper than that. I also provided timestamps to be able to easily navigate the video, especially in multiple sittings, though I highly advise watching the entire thing to get full context. Now that we got all that out of the way, why don't we start by introducing the main characters of the story, starting with Hexjuice, a content creator I really don't know much about. So I'll just have to read this anonymous paper I was just sent. So apparently she's an
armchair psychologist
and
tectone yes man.
And that's the end of the paper. I guess there's not much else to know about her. So basically, she's someone who thinks that the bald guy should
be the only motherfucker getting praise.
Now moving on to Bimao, the Genshin boycott guy. A rather popular figure in the Genshin community nowadays, precisely due to starting said boycott. But there's a lot more to this disingenuous character than meets the eye. And lastly, we have
Yell on Slave Tao.
The fuck? Okay.
Or just Tao for short. A content creator who uploads whatever the fuck this is.
Look who's talking.
I don't have a direct interaction with him, but he did put me in his Genshin Smash or Pass tier list video and said this.
Mint picking? Hey, I might have to beat you on that. I'm gonna keep it a secret, but I think I'm gonna have to beat you on that in the future.
Bring it on, Bucku. I'm right fucking here.
I think I'm gonna have to put Artoneki in maybe Smash, okay? I'm gonna put him in maybe Smash because, to be honest, he does seem like a pretty base dude.
Yeah, so this guy knows that
I should be the only motherfucker getting praise.
Ironically though, this video is part of the entire reason the drama exists. So this dude uploads a video called Hexjuice is a deranged hypocrite. Why don't we take a look at what he said in this cut up version of his video? Cut up because there's a lot of yapping.
Guys, this is going to be a fucking phenomenal video for you today. Are you guys ready for some drama? Some tasty, delectable ass drama? Because, man, guys, maybe you saw it coming, maybe you didn't. But today we're going to be talking about a recent revelation I have gotten, some tea spilled, if you will. Well, actually, not really much of a drama, but I might as well call it one, because apparently to the content creator I'm going to be talking about today, all I want to do is talk about drama, so let's get into it. Today we're going to be talking about a content creator named Hexjuice.
Already starting off fan-freaking-tastic, man. I can feel the excitement, the energy. Almost too much energy, in fact. To the point where it almost feels like the entire thing is premeditated.
And the reason we're going to be talking about her today is because she wasn't really happy with my last video, okay? She wasn't really fond of it, if I would say.
I truly wonder why that is. Let's just check her part out for a sec.
Alright, so now we got Hexjuice. I think I've heard of this person before, so I'm gonna go and check out their channel to make sure. Okay, just looks like your standard, normal, completely original Genshin YouTube channel. That's definitely not using the faces and names of larger content creators to boost her own viewership because she knows she can't get nearly as much by herself.
Pretty ironic of you to say when your video is literally the Genshin CC Smash or Pass tier list. So you basically did what she did, only with 40 other content creators. You know what, I'll just let him cook.
Man, damn, the fuck was that? Shit, man, I gotta start taking some medicine for this cold I got. Seems like it's starting to build up. But hear me, you know what? Let's give this person the benefit of the doubt, and see if their content is actually somewhat original, as if it already wasn't.
Before that, why don't we just look at how original your content is, buddy? Alright, so tier list, reaction video to a reaction, a generic Niji Sanji video, drama video, and oh shit, you actually roasted your buddy Bimao in that video. Still not original though. And then we have more drama, and then we have glazing. So judging from the last 8 videos or so, you yourself don't seem to be all that original yourself. Let's just continue.
You know what, just any one of these videos can work. You know what, I'll just pick this one, why not?
You actually try to go a few layers deep.
Holy shit!
I mean shit, he got her, guys. Thanks to this intellectual, we know that she doesn't look like her VTuber model.
Wait, I told y'all, these VTuber models be making me act up, bro. Don't ever let me catch your VTuber model off guard, Hex Juice, cause it's gonna get wicked and shit will be tragic.
And with that cringy comment out of the way, her segment ends. So having seen all this, do you think it's a surprise that she got mad at this bullshit you just put out?
In fact, not only was she not fond of it, but she was so angry at the video that she proceeded to throw the homie BMO under the bus for intentions that were never really there.
Oh man, not the homie BMO, guys. My favorite content creator. He's the Genshin boycott guy. He could have never done anything wrong. Oh shit guys, it looks like Hexjuice's entire community has been attacking Bimao, including her husband. How disgusting. I wonder what her husband said to him. And there's little B just trying to apologize. How cruel of them. What are they doing? Why are they beating him up? Y'all are just cyberbullies. He basically talks about how much he and Bimao have sucked each other's dicks for the past few days. And Bimao decided to inform Tao that Hexjuice just didn't treat him right.
That although Bimao has informed me of this entire situation, he has explicitly told me that he does not want any part of future drama that occurs from this video or drama from any other content creator due to this situation.
Already starting off great, passing on responsibility to a mentally ill person. How noble of you, Bimao. Keep that shit in mind for later.
Mainly because he is not chronically online like the rest of us content creators, therefore he isn't really versed in handling drama or talking shit, but also because bro has a paper that's been due for like over 5 years and he can't keep getting distracted on that anymore than he already has.
Bro is not chronically online, huh? Acting as if he didn't cover drama, acting as if he didn't host a disastrous podcast, which also included drama.
Every single one of you watching these videos has enabled this parasite to do nothing but leech views from the community. Why?
Acting as if he doesn't join the Discord of content creators potentially talking trash, saying hi and then monitoring that shit. Whoops, getting way too ahead of myself. Hold on, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh wait, you talk about Genshin boycott 24/7 because you realize that's all you're good for.
So I just want to let everyone know, and for everyone watching this video, if you want to start any fucking beef between anybody here, let me take it all in the booty, bro. I want all the smoke to inhale in my lungs and I'll destroy all of you because I'm simply built different like that.
Whoa, he's built different. What a fucking badass. However, unfortunately for you and your boyfriend, Little B, I'm not gonna let you use yourself as a human shield to protect your godfather, so to speak.
So Bimao entered the chat, mind you, not revealing that he was actually a content creator larger than both me and Hexjuice combined, but rather he was found out to be Bimao anyways because, well, his name in the chat is Bimao. So Hexjuice, being the drama goblin that she fucking is, was talking about Tectone for like the 1 millionth time because she doesn't have anything else to bring to the table.
So talking about an individual is drama now. Very good logic, man. You know, the way this guy speaks, he must have watched all of Hexjuice's videos and was very angry as a result of the low effort content she puts out. It definitely couldn't be blind hate.
Because you see, I don't watch her too much. But let's see right here, right? So
If
we
you don't
have.
watch her too much, why do you know so much?
Then how do I know? Then how do I know? Then how do I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see right here.
Isn't even able to properly respond to that. It just moves on.
The conflict actually begins when Bimao decides to show Hexjuice my Genshin Impact content creator smash tier list, who Hexjuice was obviously mentioned in. Truly one of my videos of all time, man. That shit is my pride and joy. And Bimao informs me about how the moment Hexjuice heard what I had said about her, she started insulting me, insulting my content, claiming that he was trying to be harmful in the chat even though he wasn't, that he was trying to create some sort of drama between everybody. It was just a whole shit show. And Bimao eventually got banned for wanting Hexjuice to watch the video further because she was just so offended by it apparently.
Y'all know that she should have just eaten up all the insults with a happy face. How dare she ban Bimao for suspecting drama bait?
When I heard this shit, bro, and I mean when I heard this shit, I was fucking maniacally laughing in the background, bro, shifting my hands together like an evil villain because I was so excited to finally have a reason to call out this content creator and the bullshit that she's constantly on.
The bullshit she's on, as in like talking about Tectone, I genuinely wonder why you specifically chose her. Out of all the Genshin content creators in the community, you had to choose her. And
Oh, I'm sure a psychologist.
I'm starting to feel a sense of jealousy due to the fact that Daddy Tectone is reacting to her videos and not to yours instead.
You know, sometimes I wish you'd give me a shot and react to my videos, but of course you don't want to. But hey, it is how it is.
Or perhaps it's something else entirely.
But there was just one problem. The VOD of the live stream or whatever they're called was apparently taken out by Hexjuice after everything was said and done.
Oh shit, I wonder why. Maybe because she doesn't want any drama.
You know something, Hexjuice? I mean, honestly, I just want to know, why did you take down the VOD then?
Because she didn't want this to happen.
This means that effectively, even if I wanted to make a video calling out Hex Juice for this bullshit, I wouldn't actually have any proof of what had occurred. I could just go off of what B-Mouse said, but both of us agreed that wasn't enough.
How would that not have been enough? How are we not gonna take the word of the Genshin boycott guy? He's so kind-hearted, he'd never lie about anything.
And the consequences of trying to expose Hex Juice for what she had done to B-Mount unfairly and what she had said about me would be too great because she's the only person who has actual video proof of what happened and what was said, but won't release it. I thought about contacting some of the people on her server for information of what had happened,
But he found nothing.
there was no mention of this situation on her Twitter either, so we were kinda stuck for a moment. We didn't have any proof any of this actually went on, so all me and B-Mount could do was just wait and hope and pray that she made a video out of this.
Oh, she deleted the VOD. What are we to do? Don't worry, B-Mow. I will protect you.
Man, you guys would have definitely cooked her if she just released a video exposing you guys instead. That totally wouldn't have fucked you in the ass before releasing your own videos.
Which she obviously wouldn't, so that way I can in turn make a video about her on this situation. I mean, there was absolutely no way that we could literally get footage of something that she personally took down.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Would you really think that you can escape a pure-blooded African-American such as myself, Hex Juice?
You got the VOD? I thought it was deleted.
Oh.
Where'd you get the VOD?
How did I get the VOD?
Wasn't it
Well, because I'm built different. You gotta do what you gotta do. But you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you got to do. Okay? You gotta do it. Okay, cause hey man, look, we all got no lives here. I gotta do it. So
Nah man, I think you took the definition of having no life to an entirely different level. Bro, imagine being so desperate to expose someone to the point of using a third-party program to dig up their VOD, only to make a complete clown out of yourself. Only to get a couple thousand dislikes and eventually unlist your video. Like, this is genuinely retarded. Treating her like she's a sexual predator or some shit like that. What the fuck?
even though I have the entire 4-hour VOD of the live stream, obviously I'm not going to go over everything that's said inside of it, because to be honest, most of it is just a tectonic glaze in Olympics.
This guy loves using the word glaze, by the way, when it's literally about anyone but himself.
You have people like Hex Juice, Glazy you beyond belief, talk about you all the time 24/7, making content about you. You're just giving other people exposure, but then in return for that exposure, you expect them to glaze you. I'm not gonna glaze a content creator if I don't feel like I want to glaze them, if I don't actually like them.
So it's B-Mail, then you'll glaze him very constantly, right?
Yeah, I'll glaze him because he's British. Notice that throughout the chat, he never once exclaims that he is B-Mel. He simply speaks in the chat and initiates a conversation with Hex Juice just like a normal viewer would.
Imagine entering someone's chat for the very first time and the first message you type is Tectone in drama again. This dude is so obsessed with him, it's insane. The guy loves talking shit about Tectone, it's his day-to-day job. So much so that if you meet this man one day, he will not say hello to you at first. He will first ask you what the latest Tectone drama is about.
B-Mel then asks the question, do you think it's okay to speak like a dick? I think even if you disagree with someone, you should have respect. Being rude and disrespectful under the gaze of being brutally honest is not in my opinion.
Atsu, please stop spreading misinformation on the internet. It's really damaging my family and shit. Enviosity, please stop hating on the whales. It's really just hurting my chat. People are attacking me because I'm a whale. Everyone has to be nice to each other, guys. We can't let this wholesome community fall apart due to these ungrateful haters. Dude must have gotten bullied when he was a kid. What an out-of-touch argument, bro.
In my opinion, no hate, just my opinion. I think that you should put a value on being respectful to people who are respectful to you. I think that it is important in low-level interpersonal relationships to be respectful to people in your life. I don't think that people who are disrespectful to you deserve the energy it takes for you to speak respectfully about them.
Fair, I understand he has to entertain, bro. Imagine thinking he only acts like this out of entertainment and it couldn't be him as a person. Man, I'm slowly starting to think that you got bullied by Tectone back in school.
I don't think people have the right to be passively shady and disrespectful and not get called out on it and not have people be like, not have people shit on you for it. You shouldn't walk on breadcrumbs, agreed, but at the same time, in my opinion, it's easier to be brutally honest. It's hard to think of a nicer way to frame your opinion. I guess it's the problem I'm having with what you're saying is that like you are talking about like kind of two different types of relationships. And I don't know which one you want me to respond to. Because in personal relationships, it's different than in these like public squabbles of drama.
So this is how the whole agree to disagree conversation starts between B-Mao and Hexjuice. This isn't really that important as it's just Hexjuice performing her top tier armchair psychologist skills, but you can also notice how B-Mao so far has kept the conversation pretty fair and calm despite him disagreeing with Hexjuice's views.
Despite him disagreeing? Holy shit! I can't believe B-Mao didn't just go on the bridge right there and there, guys. How dare she not agree with the great B-Mao? He should definitely be the
Only motherfucker getting praise.
You have to take into account how you sound. You can if you want to. You don't have to do anything. Your opinion that people have to say things nicely doesn't mean anything. And you can't make people do that either. You, on your value system, have to take into account how you sound. Nobody has to give a fuck about your value system. You can't control that people don't want to have the same value system about wanting to be a nice person. Really hurt my feelings, and that was very disrespectful that you did that. And if people do crazy disrespectful shit, that you do not owe them your kindness.
Shit, if someone told B-Mao he makes the shittiest, most boring content in the Genshin space, B-Mao would have to respond with, I think you're wrong about that. I don't think it's that bad. It's alright. Agree to disagree.
Eventually, Hex starts to wonder who B-Mao is, not because of B-Mao alluding to her in any way that he is a content creator beforehand.
Are you sure about that?
But due to her own viewers still recognizing him, and even she starts to become curious about who he is.
I still tried to talk it out with them.
Then he shouldn't have fucking said anything to them. What the fuck? Just don't say shit. Ignore the random chatter, like what? As you can see, bro clearly wants his presence to be known, so I don't get what your argument here is.
Didn't call out, hey, this was over a period of a couple months, to be clear. And so, who the fuck is B-Mao? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. A Genshin streamer? Sorry for derailing. I don't watch content creators. I don't watch Genshin content creators. Boycott Genshin guy? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just like, who is that? That was me communicating in a disrespectful way. Do you only do YouTube?
Bro goes on to conveniently edit this part out though.
Sorry, I've had people try to pretend to be actual content creators in my chat as well, so I'm trying to figure out if you're the real one. The reason that I said that is because people pretend to be content creators literally all the time. And so I'm like, are you the real one? Or are you trying to fucking pretend to be somebody? That's why I said it like that, because I get so tired of people pretending to like, just like, you know, trying to like, it's the real me though. He looks legit. Yeah, no, I looked. I'm sorry. I apologize for the way that I said that. That wasn't necessary.
You know, it's a good attempt trying to make her look as shitty as possible, you know? But your ass got caught.
Well, because it's also like, I haven't watched Genshin or like Honkai or any content creators really for quite a while. This is something that I kind of fell into.
Holy shit, guys, your boy caught her ass. She does watch Genshin and Honkai content creators.
So Hexju starts yapping about some experience she had with a manipulator friend that nobody gives a fuck about.
A manipulator friend that you yourself don't give a fuck about. We, however, don't know the context.
Fast forward to the point where B-Mao finally asks Hex to watch my Smash tier list video, and you will throughout this interaction find that B-Mao becomes pretty adamant and somewhat pushy for Hex to react to the video, but that's only because B-Mao himself apparently really enjoyed the video to such an extent, as he personally told me before, and also because he just wanted to genuinely see Hex's reaction to both her part and Tectone's part.
Having seen Hexjuice's part in that video, I'm sure you had good intentions, buddy. I'm sure you had. Especially for a pussy like you that constantly pushes the nice guy narrative.
Gotcha, CC tier list, you're in it. Okay, is he gonna be mean to me like M-Tash? Because I don't think I can handle reacting to that live on stream.
Well, that's very interesting that you said that, Hex, because minutes earlier in this video, you explicitly stated that your opinion that people have to say things nicely doesn't mean anything, and you can't make people do that either. You can't control that people don't want to have the same value system about wanting to be a nice person. You say these things, yet you hesitate watching my video because you're worried I'm going to be mean to you like M-Tash. You even ask your mods to watch the video to dictate whether or not you should watch it because you don't want to get mad and waste your time responding on it apparently.
Y'all can tell me the exact timestamp and if he's actually being nice. I'm not gonna react. It's a Genshin Impact content creator smash tier list. Y'all can tell me if this is gonna piss me off because I don't have to respond to this if it's gonna make me mad. Is it gonna piss me off though? Can one of my mods watch it? Because I'm just not in the, I'm not in the mood. It's a 50-50 on it pissing you off.
If you're so worried about me quote-unquote pissing you off with my opinion about you in the video, then why are you peddling the message of the opinion of wanting people to say things nicely doesn't mean anything if you yourself don't adhere to that concept? If you really followed that, you wouldn't care if I said anything mean about you in the first place.
So little bro doesn't realize that her argument is that you don't have to sugarcoat everything. It's not about being able to shit talk someone, that's a completely different fucking thing. I can still tell you that you're an idiot in a nice way.
So like your IQ is not actually that high?
Doesn't stop it from being an insult. I truly wonder why you're so insistent on her watching that video, man. Saying it's unhinged and that it's all a joke is not gonna help the insults feel any better.
I am going to be cancelled.
Not the Vine boom. I am bringing the Twitch meta.
Shit guys, this time she caught her being a hypocrite. The title of the video. I guess this was it.
So apparently I was put on a content creator.
Bro, how does highlighting him asking her to watch the Tectone part help his case in any way?
Smash list that I didn't find out for 3 days later about. I've been told that I've been made fun of for clickbaiting Tectone in my thumbnails, which I've said that I do very openly. So let's see.
Hex Juice, I think I've heard of this person before, so I'm gonna go and check out their channel to make sure. Okay, just looks like your standard, normal, completely original Genshin YouTube channel. That's definitely not using the faces and names of larger content creators to boost her own viewership because she knows she can't get nearly as much by herself.
Oh my god! I've never heard that one ever in my life! Oh, like...
Ladies and gentlemen, this is in fact the gestures of a person who indeed did get mad at what I said, but they're trying to play it off in a sarcastic manner to not actually show how butthurt they are.
Shit, just like you did on stream with VXV. Guess people don't like looking like they're mad or something.
I just want to say right now, I'm not angry. I'm not angry. I'm not like overly angry for what she said. I'm just like, oh, okay, you're talking shit. Guess I'm gonna talk shit back. I'm not angry necessarily. I'm not mad. I'm not triggered. You know, like...
Oh my god, I did my job and got clickbait. My job as somebody who makes YouTube videos is to get people to click into them, and I did that successfully.
Well, if it isn't the old tale of a legendary scumbag once again. So you've basically admitted to the fact that your thumbnails are in fact clickbait. You know something, Hex Juice, you're not necessarily wrong in the fact that you're doing your job as a content creator and making people click on your videos with clickbait. It's just more of a moral principle for you to not directly mislead people with your content.
I mean, bro must have watched all her videos and saw that she misled thousands of people with her thumbnails and titles. It's outrageous, man. He must have prepared and watched her before making this video, right?
The thing is that she's using your face in her thumbnail, but you're not actually a part of the actual content, right?
Yes, he is.
I would also...
She's reacting to certain things he talked about, etc. Like,
yeah.
Hey look man, B-Mouse said it. Tao is a joker, so any insult thrown at you from a joker is fine. You can't just be angry at that. You can't do shit back. You should shut up and take the insult like a man.
But hear me, you know what? Let's give this person the benefit of the doubt, and see if their content is actually somewhat original.
Ah, okay. So what we're gonna do is talk about the boobs now, right? We're gonna say that my content has no value, and so I have to clickbait thumbnails, and we're gonna talk about boobs.
Well, you self-admitted to the fact that you clickbait people with your content. I'm assuming that since you clickbait people willingly, you already know your content doesn't have that much value in the first place compared to other more creative and inventive creators in this space, right?
Now the problem is that you're confusing clickbaiting with simply misleading. Those two are not the same. If you don't make clickable thumbnails and titles, then you don't get any views. That's how Mafia works.
No, as if it already wasn't. You know what, just any one of these videos can work. You know what, I'll just pick this one, why not?
You actually try to go a few layers deep.
Holy shit!
He pulled out everything that every YouTube commenter's ever said. Oh man, try the fuck again.
Hex Juice, I think the reason why you clearly didn't understand that I was joking with this whole rizzing up Hex Juice bit is because you were too busy fucking yapping for the 500th time about a whole lot of nothing and didn't see BMO tell you on at least 3 to 4 different occasions in the chat that the video is a joke and meant to be unhinged. Now obviously that jab I made towards your channel beforehand was my honest opinion towards you, but that risen up Hex Juice bit was clearly a joke.
Oh, so the video is a joke, but that specific part of you talking shit about her content is not. How convenient of both BMAO and you to just say that.
I already knew you were married to that glizzy guy because I was in your Discord before.
Shit, this guy must have been a real fan of her content before leaving her Discord. And he totally doesn't enter every content creator's Discord to spread chaos.
Not to mention, I don't even think I'd want to smash you if I had the chance or become your husband anyways, because it appears like all you ever do every day is talk about another man in your stream in front of your husband. Really gotta suck to suck for him.
Hey, good job, man. You made Atsu and Soul proud with that fucking statement. Let's just shit on their marriage. You know, at first I didn't think much of it. It was just a low blow from a piece of shit who's desperate to get fucked by literal pixels anyways. But the bald guy made a very compelling argument, I'd say.
Do you know how much damage that can do to someone else's relationship? You don't know the extent of Hex's husband's mental state. This is the reason why I really did not enjoy my experience with Atsu, because he did the exact same thing where he brought up my partner saying every single person I talk to in my life is part of my echo chamber, where my roommate was being manipulated by me, and it's just very dangerous. It's something that you simply do not do, because this goes far above and beyond petty internet beef where you make it personal about their marriage, not knowing the long-lasting issues that this might cause on Hex Juice's husband. You don't know how this is going to affect him. You don't know if this is going to put doubt in his mind that the love of his life might be thinking about another man. You don't know the dangers that that can cause when you pull it out of your ass simply because she has respect for one of her favorite content creators, that you would go so far to attempt to assassinate their marriage. This behavior is disgusting, and you just cannot do that. You pull this information out of your ass and just say, man, sure must suck to be married to Hex because all she does is talk about Tectone. What a pathetic, small, idiotic man. This is the deranged hypocrite. He thinks this is the same as Hex didn't like the interaction of BMAO in their chat, so now I'm gonna attack her husband. Good God.
Yeah, this shit is not me worth making a YouTube video over.
That's actually pretty rich that you said that, because you're the type of person to witness Tectone farting in an elevator and you'd make an entire YouTube video explaining why he wasn't in the wrong for that.
I still don't get how pointing this shit out makes you look better in the slightest.
Since she already got shit on, she also expects Tectone to get shit on as well. And even if she doesn't, she probably doesn't want to watch the video anymore, you fucking idiots.
You had time to think of what you wanted to do for a living, plan it all out, and start your YouTube journey, and the best you had was the same fucking read writing videos for that one gotcha content creator?
Oh shit, just like this video is supposedly for your buddy BMAO, your homie BMAO, man.
Look, she can be mad at me all she wants. She can be mad at me, right? She can be mad at me. And that's cool and that's justifiable. But it's just what she did to the homie BMO, man, that really rubs me the wrong way.
Crazy how that works, right?
You know something, Hex Juice? I have a crazy idea. Maybe, just maybe, if you didn't inflate your VTubers' tits to ginormous proportions, people wouldn't sexualize them as much. I don't know, maybe try and make your VTubers' tits look like your real ones, since I know they're not actually that big.
He literally puts in his video a billion fucking times.
Okay, I thought it was funny. Unfortunately, bro is not on the receiving end of the insults in that video, but he is in this one. So I hope you're ready to taste some of your own medicine, little bee.
Hard to put it all together. No, I don't particularly want to watch any more of this lame-ass video, please. I've already said no multiple times, bro. I don't care that you're a content creator. I've already said no multiple times.
Little bro is so desperate for that drama bait, he has to keep pushing her to watch the video. What a fucking scumbag. And imagine after all that, you get timed out for 10 minutes. Bro doesn't realize 90% of people would have just banned him then and there.
Well, saying that my content is unoriginal, and then saying like, oh, it's good because she has tits now, is like going to Riz up Hex Juice. She looks nothing like a real model. Bestie, I could be 1,000 pounds, be really fucked up looking, and you would not have a chance with me. You are below me.
Damn, she went way too far, guys. You are below me? Wow. After all that Yalan Slave Tao said, that is so unjustifiable, it's insane.
No, I'm not gonna cry sexism, because if I say that it's sexist to say that I don't have anything original to talk about because I have boobs, then everyone's gonna go, yeah, she played a woman card!
As a man, when I hear a woman say that, I'ma say like how it is. When I hear a woman say that, bro.
Don't ever send me no shit like that again. Disrespectfully. If you're gonna send people disrespecting me and like trying to get attention, have it be a bigger content creator than me, please, next time. Maybe somebody who makes more money than me or like has any level of success that I should give a fuck about next time. Otherwise, don't send me this baity shit like I give a fuck.
You have effectively confirmed yourself to be a sellout and a gold digger, because the moment I heard those words come out of your mouth, I instantly thought gold digger.
Shit, man, she just acknowledged that you're not worth exposing for views. What a gold digger, right?
I said that she was a gold digger.
Guys can't look for clout. That's what she
Guys can't do that. Guys can't do that, but most women do that a lot more than men. Would you not agree?
Are we taking shots because I ignored your DM?
Little bro doesn't realize how much shit he would get if Hex actually accepted that fucking invitation. I'll get into that later though.
B-Mao is no longer on the 10-minute timeout in chat, and he returns to make a somewhat hasty apology, just trying to reassure everyone that he didn't mean any harm by what he did.
Dude, I think this is a stretch. Is that really a fucking apology, bro? I once had a classmate so fucking allergic to apologies, he couldn't say sorry, he could only say oops. This is the same shit. Does little bro genuinely think this paints him in a good light? He should have at least tried photoshopping that shit to trick us or something. I just apologized. Bro is actually so far up his own ass that he thinks that's an apology. It's insane out here, man. And some idiot decided to link Iango to this shit. He was baited by someone telling him he was mentioned for some reason. Oof, I'm hurt, Lamau. I was just vibing and this imploded. Misunderstanding. Bro actually considers what he did vibing, which is fucking stupid as shit, but whatever. Calling his actions a misunderstanding is such a fucking cop-out, it's insane. I thought it was funny, man. I now get the humor didn't mesh. I said it was unhinged. I already warned you about watching it. How dare you get angry at it, you piece of shit. Also, holy back reading. Bro, I'm not causing problems. What the fuck is going on? Guys, get ready for the biggest fucking roast on a rando on the internet.
I just want to cut off right here really quick because this comment annoyed me to a certain fucking level. I don't want to speak about Hex's chat because I know that Twitch chats are usually full of brain dead fucking mongrels that don't think for themselves, and Hex's chat was pretty bipolar when it came to this situation, so I'm not even going to entertain them in here. But I like how this person immediately writes off another content creator who was linked to the stream as not being important when he literally didn't do anything. He was here for a reason that he did not even know. So as to why this fucking cum stain on their mother's blankets decided to say that about this content creator, I honestly don't know. But I love how these people love to talk shit about content creators, but they could never make content themselves that's good enough to compete with the creator that they're talking shit about. Like, this man right here will always be more successful than you simply because he's spending his time making his own content and contribution to society rather than your fucking LARPing ass rotting in a Twitch chat all day.
That roast was fucking insane. Man, this guy would sure make for a good cyberbully. It's a shame he's wasting his time sucking other people's dick. Look at how desperate little bro is to get off scotch-free for all the shit he did. Okay, I was pushy, fair. Completely ignoring the fact that he was drama baiting. What the fuck?
And then I have a content creator who I don't know is obviously self-promoting his friend, which I didn't know. because I don't know you and I don't know your friend, right? And so like, I just don't really understand. Like, I don't understand how this is all coming together in a way that is not real weird. Cause ain't nobody told me about that video. This is no promo. I've known Tao for a few days. He's a VZV friend.
Not anymore they ain't, thanks to you, little B. Okay, anyway, I apologize. Now he fucking apologizes. You dumb fuck Yelan slave. Or should I say, B-Mouse slave. I never made anything, man. I was just chilling. Chilling while repeatedly spamming you this video, insisting you watch it.
An individual coming into my chat, making it abundantly clear that I'm supposed to know who they are. Promoting or sending me a friend's video that was like literally actively drama bait.
I never did. Okay, this is pushing it, man. What I did before was not pushing it. You're just trying to start drama yourself. Never said I'm a CC. Never said anything about me.
Bro, genuinely, how much of a lying cuck could you be? It was you saying yes to the chatter asking if you're the real B-Mouth. It was you confirming yourself to be the Genshin boycott guy. How can you lie so confidently when you're caught in 4K?
Because I'm not really interested in discussing what things are and aren't. I don't want to farm drama. This is not drama that's worth farming for me. This is not interesting to me. Because I'm not posting this anywhere. I'll make sure to take the VOD down after this.
Now, I did not perpetrate B-Mao going into Hexjuice's livestream to antagonize her with my video. That was neither one of our intentions. What was said about Hex and her part was my honest to God opinion about her and her content, and she chose to take offense to that.
Behold Tao's famous strategy of looping the argument.
B-Mao, on the other hand, was not aware that Hexjuice would take offense to that.
Hey B-Mao, you're a piece of shit. I hope you don't take offense to this.
Hexjuice perpetrated him to be some sort of drama baiter by linking her my video that didn't have very nice things said about her within it, or respectful things for that matter. B-Mao's intention was never to do this on purpose.
It wasn't his intention. Maybe someone should send this B-Mao guy a video of someone shitting on him for the entire video. I wonder if he'll be as happy and respectful after that.
And I know it was never his intention to purposefully anger Hexjuice or start a fight in her chat, because B-Mao simply isn't embroiled in the world of drama like the rest of us content creators. B-Mao is not acquainted with the rules and consequences and parameters of drama and what will start one.
Oh, so he doesn't know what it's like to be a normal human being. I see. Bro needs to stop acting like drama is this alien ass shit and not something humans have on a day-to-day basis.
He's not knowledgeable about these things simply because he's not chronically online like the rest of us. He is a university student with deadlines to reach, a life to live. He is not acquainted with online spaces as much as we are. He doesn't have the time to be in drama, nor does he prefer to be in drama.
Then he wouldn't be in some random Twitch streamer's chat yapping for 1 hour of how Tectone bad and how this video good. Then he wouldn't be desperately joining and checking content creators' Discord to see if anyone is talking shit about him. Whoops, got ahead of myself again.
B-Mao had no genuine intention of starting anything with you with that video. He was genuinely telling the truth that he thought the video was really funny and he just wanted you to react to it.
If this was actually true, we'd have to accept that B-Mao was a fucking retard, but unfortunately, he's not.
And B-Mao genuinely loved my Smash Heroes video, so he wanted you to react to your part and Tectones with no malicious intent. And I will admit, Hexjuice, I purposely took that jab at your channel and hyperfixated on your tits because I knew that is exactly what pisses you off, because you're an extremely entitled person with a short temper. I knew that part of the video would piss you off if you saw it, and that was partly my goal with your part.
Yep, just admit to provoking and starting this drama yourself. Good self-report, man.
But B-Mao didn't know that because he just had good intentions. He thought it was funny and he didn't know you were going to take such great offense to it. He thought you would just have a quick laugh like a normal fucking adult and move on about the day.
But innocent little B-Mao didn't expect that. He thought you were gonna laugh at you getting insulted. What the fuck?
And the whole time he doesn't understand what he did that was so wrong because you fucking overreacted more than the goddamn Chernobyl nuclear plant.
So you're doing literally what she did, but with a 46-minute YouTube video.
Villainized him in the chat, saying all sorts of things like he's here to perpetrate drama with me, how he was trying to make it so abundantly clear in the chat that he was a content creator when there's literal proof that he never once did that.
when there's literal proof he did that.
He was just curious as to how you'd react to the Tectone part because you always talk about him. But instead, you chose to villainize him and his misunderstood actions, and you banned him from your Twitch.
Oh no, how dare she ban him from Twitch? As if he can't watch her stream, as if he can't watch any other stream on the platform. This is such a big deal.
Even when he tried DMing you on Twitter and tried to explain his situation and work things out, you still blocked him anyway.
That's just like Archie, man. She doesn't want to be friends with him anymore.
You placed Beamout in that situation for no reason, even when he tried to apologize in your chat and explain himself, in which you never deserved the apology anyways, by the way.
What? Why you say what? This is making no
Pretty sure I've said his piece and his feelings that he himself can't say.
Yeah, right, can't fucking say.
I can't tell if you're talking about getting attention from your tiny camp of audience goblins, or by getting attention from your master Tectone himself, which both of them I don't really need. I finally get to meet my favorite bald man. I love him. You know, sometimes I wish you'd give me a shot and react to my videos, but of course you don't want to. But hey, it is how it is. You said my video was clickbait, but I failed to understand how it's clickbait because the title is called the Genshin Impact Content Creator Smash Tier List, and the thumbnail represents all of the content creators in the video, unlike some of your fucking videos. And I proceed to put all of the content creators in their respective tiers. I don't understand how this is clickbait. I'm literally doing what the video is called, but to be honest, it doesn't matter what you think because you openly admit to using clickbait thumbnails for your videos, knowing fully well that the content creator that's on the thumbnail has almost nothing to do with the actual video. The thing is that she's using your face in her thumbnail, but you're not actually a part of the actual content, right?
Yes, he is.
I would also,
She's reacting to certain things he talked about, etc. Like,
yeah.
But you have evolved to the legendary role of being a Tectone yes man. Your full-time job is having a parasocial relationship with Tectone and glazing him 24/7, so that way he in turn glazes you and you guys profit off of one another with your communities.
If that was truly the case, HexJuice would make a video glazing Tectone every day and Tectone would react to it every day. So what the fuck is your point?
You know, with all of this combined, this only makes it worse and worse for your husband. I mean, imagine marrying a woman and all she does every day is talk about one guy for hours to an audience of people and glazing 24/7. I genuinely feel bad for your husband, dude. Like, I'm not even joking. I feel like he's on the edge of being cucked or something.
Man, Tao is so basic for calling his husband out again. He's so cool, man. When I grow up, I want to be just like him.
Yes, I am retarded, bro. That HexJuice, I believe that you are a deranged, hypocritical individual who has major projection and egotistical issues, and you try to soothe that ego by having both everyone and Tectone glaze you for being the armchair psychologist you think you are, but deep down inside, you know you have major flaws within yourself and your career will never flourish without these larger content creators being used as clickbait within your content because you know nobody cares enough to watch your actual original content, or you're just not creative enough / too lazy to think of something new and interesting for your content. Your content is bottom of the barrel trash for mindless kids to eat up, and for you to use to leash off of these larger content creators' communities. If there is one thing I'd like to ask from you, that is if your ego allows you to watch this video, that is for you to apologize to Beamout. I personally don't need anything from you, nor do I care to get anything from you. I'm already way above you anyways.
You know what, man? You were spitting facts. She can't do shit. It's over for her. All two of those arguments you presented in your 46-minute video, yeah, they're gonna destroy her, man. Especially the one attacking her marriage. But that's just the beginning of the end. Then this dude both goes on VXV and Tectone's livestream to make a complete clown of himself, even more so than his video ever could. The dozens of self-reports and hypocrisies you are about to hear will actually blow your mind. I'm not joking when I say that. This dude truly dropped his mask early on in his career. I'll let these clips speak for themselves.
There's a difference between being weird and harmless. There's a difference between being weird and harmless, at least in my opinion, being harmless. I'm making jokes, I'm trying to be funny and stuff like that. You know, I'm making comments about your boobs, it is how it is. There's a difference between that and then you saying things like, I'm below you. You saying things like, guys, don't send me any more drama unless it's a content creator who's bigger than me and makes more money than me. I mean, dude, like, as a man, when I hear a woman say that, I'ma say like how it is. When I hear a woman say that, bro, what are you trying to say? I mean, you can say that it's her being smart. You can say it's her being smart, bro, but look, you can call it being smart, I call it being scummy.
what the fuck does her being a woman have to do with it?
Because remember in my video, I said that she was a gold digger. I said in...
So you're telling me guys can't look for clout? That's what you're telling me?
Guys can't do that. Guys can't do that, but most women do that a lot more than men. Would you not agree? Most women would rather be with a man.
Do you know what you're doing right now?
What am I doing right now? I'm just stating the truth. Yeah, I'm saying something extremely controversial, but it is how it is, right?
Dude, bro, you are not Andrew Tate.
I mean, he sure would make Hustlers University proud with that comment, man. That should set a pretty good precedent for what's to come.
You were sitting there, and you said something like, this guy who is making it so abundantly clear that he is a content creator in my chat, he did not do that. He came into chat, he started a conversation with you, he did not want to acknowledge that he was a content creator, he was not trying to look for clout or nothing. Your own viewers were pointing him out because his name was BMAL. Your own viewers were pointing out that he was a content creator and they would not be quiet about it. He was not trying to flaunt the fact that he was a content creator. You said that he was. You said that he was trying to make it abundantly clear that he was. He was not. There's proof.
Yep, there's certainly proof, man. Only the proof is not in your favor.
I finally get to meet my favorite bald man. I put you guys in the tiers that, you know, I would smash or pass you guys on. By the way, I put you in smash because, you're my favorite bald man. Tectone, I already said before, you're my favorite bald man second to Saitama, dude.
Oh, okay.
Tectone.
Sure. Wait, so wait, do you have an inherent issue with me or no?
No, I don't have an issue with you, my guy.
Okay.
I think you're very entertaining. I think you're pretty good. I think you have good intentions, Harry Bear.
No, it's not an issue. Just wondering what your stance is.
He's not.
I mean, Tectone, respectfully, Tectone, I just want to say my piece if you do want to leave. Just want to say, okay? You're saying these things about me and you're saying that my adrenaline is pumping. I mean, of course, why wouldn't my adrenaline be pumping, man? You're like one of the biggest gacha content creators out there.
Yeah, of course. I'm not saying it's anything irrational. I'm saying that's
I did not expect to meet you today, okay? I did not expect that on March the 5th of 2024, I would meet this man. I didn't expect that, man. I mean, you can't put that on me. But look, you know something, Tectone?
Don't glaze me too hard, then you'll be just like Hex Juice, right?
I know what you're doing right now. I know what you're doing right now, okay? I know what you're doing, okay? And it's crazy what you're doing right now, okay? Because the thing is that Tectone, my opinion on you, my official opinion on you, even after what you just said about me, I still like you, man. I know that you're. Hold on. I like you, man.
Okay.
You got good intentions. I think that your approach is aggressive with certain things, but I like you. You're cool. I like your attitude, man. Yeah, you're not perfect. Sometimes you act like you are, but you're not. Some people would say that you are, but you're not. You're just giving other people exposure, but then in return for that exposure, you expect them to glaze you. And to certain levels, these people come in, okay? To certain levels, okay? But with people like Hex Juice, she glazes you a lot. She glazes you a lot. Like, you're absolutely perfect.
Expect you to glaze him the whole time?
No, he never said for me to glaze him. He never even said for me to defend him. I chose to do that.
You're doing that shit for free? So it's okay because you defended him because he never asked you to do it?
No.
Oh, so it's not okay what you're doing?
It is okay what I'm doing. I'm doing it of my own volition.
Oh, just like Hex is also doing it of her own volition. So it's okay when you do it, but it's not okay when she does it.
Oh, the age-old argument.
I mean, here's the thing, man. It wouldn't be the argument if you've done it 3 times already.
I guess little bro thinks BMAL should be the only motherfucker getting praise in the Genshin community. Glazing the bald guy while preaching that shit. Makes you look real smart now, don't it?
Hex Juice is not allowed to make pro Tectone content because that's glazing. Tao is allowed to make pro BMAL content because it's not glazing when he does it.
You villainized him and his actions. You misunderstood him and his actions. That's what you did. And you blew it out of proportion. Sure, I made a jab towards you, Hex Juice. If you're even watching this live stream still, I don't think you are.
She is.
Okay, but look, I made that jab towards you, man. Okay, she didn't have to treat him that way like she did. She didn't have to do all this.
Nor should you treat her the way you're doing right now.
The only way that I'm treating her, the way that I'm doing right now, is because of the way that she treated Bima and the things that she said about me. I'm talking shit back and both saying that, hey, look, you didn't have to go that far. You didn't have to go that far, blocking him, banning him for all these certain things. You should apologize to the person that really didn't have any sort of malicious intent whatsoever, and that person is Bimo. That's the least that she can do. He tried apologizing.
She didn't have malicious intent. She defended herself because she didn't feel okay with what was being happening to her. With the video, with him pushing way too hard on her. Is that too hard to understand?
I feel like it kind of is. I feel like it comes off as being a little sensitive, in my honest to God opinion.
But don't you look sensitive though? Aren't you being sensitive?
Wait, what? No.
When she responded,
Explain.
to that, you went ahead and made a 40-minute video. You dug up a VOD. You went in so extra hard because she was like, and then you was like, oh, how dare you? I'ma show you. Look, isn't that soft?
I be the type of person where it's like, man, I mean, damn, bro, you got me, bro. That's crazy, you know. But it's not something that I would harp over for like the next hour or two on my live stream.
Why couldn't you do that? Why couldn't you do that when she exploded?
Why couldn't I do that when she exploded? Because she exploded. She went overboard with all of this.
But isn't that your cue to diffuse? When someone gets mad, you want to diffuse.
Nah, because I don't have to diffuse if I don't want to.
She also doesn't have to accept B-Mal's apology. She doesn't have to accept the humor of the video. She doesn't have to entertain the shit that was happening. Why is it okay for you to not accept shit and it's not okay for her to not accept shit?
I feel like right now we're having an argument as to
you're trying to make us see a logic that doesn't make much sense. You want her to take the jab, but you're not willing to take one back.
I want her to take the jab, but I'm not willing to take one back. Well,
yeah.
I took the jab, and then I made an even harder jab against her.
But you started
with my video. That's what I did, right?
Yeah, but like, why are you complaining that, she gotta respond to email, she gotta do this, she gotta do that?
Here's the thing, right? Why am I talking about it? Because she decides that she wants to insult my content, and then say all these things about me.
Earlier, dude.
Tis but a light jab. That's all it was. She overreacted and she said all these different things.
Okay.
What I'm confused about is that you say that I'm drama baiting, and you say that you don't want to be a part of drama.
No, okay, well, hold on a sec. See, this is where I disagree with you, Chow. You don't want her to be somewhat condescending like that, and for us not to accept that, but you're also the guy that sometimes acts weird, and you want everybody to accept that. So how is that okay for you to ask for acceptance and her not to ask for acceptance?
If she didn't blow up the way that she did, I wouldn't put that video out. I really didn't. You should have done the
opposite. You should have done the fucking opposite.
And be peaceful.
That's
especially when she blew up and she...
Well, that's
and she said all these things.
Dude.
That's what I'm asking of her. Are you sure?
Bro, you said for her to accept an apology of someone to diffuse everything.
Yeah, she could have done that. Yeah, that's what I said. She could have done that. But she chose not to do that. And she chose to overreact and blow up out of nowhere.
Okay, so instead of making the situation better, you decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna double down on the shit that is below the belt.
Yeah, it is within her right.
Yeah.
To not want B-Mal to be doing that in her chat. It is within her right. But what I am saying
with him at all, period.
But what I am saying is that she did not have to blow up the way that she did and overreact and insult me the way that she did. You cannot sit there and act like
you were insulting her, you mean?
Yes, but I only did that because she insulted me in the way that she did.
But so you insulted her in your own video, dude.
Yeah, I did that.
You threw the first jab. Okay, so you punched me, and then you mad that I punched back. I didn't have to do it. I didn't overreact. I tried to squash this.
Are you sure you didn't overreact, Hex? Are you sure you didn't, man? You said a lot of things about me and my content that really were unnecessary.
But you started it.
I didn't start it,
dude. You went to her channel and said the shit you said. Come on, man. Work with us. Come on, bro.
She started it herself. She really did. She overreacted to that certain level. Okay, because to be honest, what I did, I feel like it wasn't that bad. I made an honest-to-God opinion little jab at your channel. It is what it is. That's how I honestly feel about your channel.
Oh, what about her saying that it's a small jab, it is what it is? Why not for her? Why is it okay for you?
Huh? Great. She could have chose to be upset. That's the thing. You could feel however you wanted to feel about me saying that about you, Hex. Okay? Like, you really could have, because to be honest, I didn't expect you to really be happy that I said that. In all honesty, I didn't expect you to. But I also didn't expect you to say all of this stuff about my channel, right? And then say this stuff about B-Mal and stuff like that. I feel like it's a whole different level, okay? I feel like we're working with levels here. Look, she can be mad at me all she wants. She can be mad at me, right? She can be mad at me. And that's cool and that's justifiable. But it's just what she did to the homie B-Mo, man. That really rubs me the wrong way.
The homie B-Mo, man. The guy you just met a few weeks ago. The guy you sold out VXV for. The guy that got you to make this video. Imagine selling out this absolute giga chat of a content creator for some lame ass nerd who preaches the same shit over and over again. Genshin boycott, Genshin boycott.
Yeah, Hex has to apologize to B-Mal.
Chow doesn't have to apologize to Hex, even though she has clear reasons to be upset.
Sure, so then
that's basically what she does. That's basically what she does. I do believe that she just, for the most part, uses larger content creators' names and faces in her thumbnails and titles to generate more clicks, even if that content is not necessarily about that specific content creator in general.
And so you think that's wrong?
Pretty much.
And so then you make a video using 47 content creators and that's fine?
Oh, you see, this is way different, Tectone, because now you're going to say that, that I'm clickbaiting people with my content, put all these content creators in that thumbnail. That's what you're saying, right? Like I'm similar to Hex Juice, right? No, it's different. There's some faces in that thumbnail, but you see how I'm using your profile picture in that thumbnail, right? I'm not using your face necessarily. Okay, I'm using you guys' likeness in that thumbnail, but the actual content of the video is literally me doing the tier list. What is showcased in the thumbnail is what I actually do in the video.
How many videos do you think Hex Juice has where she uses a content creator that's just like not in the video?
Let me see right here. Okay, bro. Because you see, I don't watch her too much. But let's see right here, right? So
if you don't watch her too much, why do you know so much?
And how do I know? And how do I know? And how do I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's see right here.
So you put, why is Xian Yun getting hyped? And then you put glazing, right? So that is a clickbait title. Okay, because if it wasn't clickbait, then you would have said Xian Yun is getting hyped because she looks very good and is very strong at max potential. But instead, what you're doing here is that you're getting the audience to wonder, why is she getting hyped? And then people click the video. So that is a clickbait video.
Exposing my Genshin account.
Yeah, exposing my Genshin account. This is why I quit. Yeah, sure.
You see how your face is in the thumbnail, right? The thing is that she's using your face in her thumbnail, but you're not actually a part of the actual content, right?
Yes, he is. She's reacting to certain things he talked about, etc. Like,
yeah.
Blood.
I've seen that video.
Tectone.
What's up?
You're not entirely in the content, okay? Like, it's just her exposing her Genshin account, right?
So what percent of the video would I have to be in for me to be justified in the thumbnail? What percent?
Basically, like, is she talking about you? Is she actually talking about the content creator that's in the thumbnail? Then yeah, you know, that's justified, right? There's a difference between just putting reasonable clickbait to make people click on your video, and then there's just blatantly misleading people with what the content actually is.
So this one thumbnail.
Not this one. Not this one, bro.
Is there tons?
Not this one. She doesn't even have a lot of content to look through. That's the craziest part. It's Tectone a bully. Okay, it's Tectone a bully based. God damn, bro.
Right. So then she made one.
I just find it so crazy though.
So
how her content below that.
Should we throw her in jail for making one clickbait thumbnail?
Nope, not even jail, bro. Straight to the gulag with that one. Shit like this can't go unnoticed.
So Hex isn't allowed to clickbait. Tao is allowed to clickbait.
Okay, boobs aren't really the problem here. Alright.
Yeah, in fact, I prefer the boobs, man. Hex, make them larger for all I care. I don't care. You're in the chat, right? You heard that, right? In fact, you know what, Hex? Next time, oil it up.
So you made a video intentionally provoking content creators, and then you get shocked and upset when content creators get provoked.
If you actually watch the video, first of all,
sure.
I say mostly good things about these content creators. Like, holy shit, man. Mostly good things.
Not everyone.
Not everybody, but that's because I genuinely just feel that way about that content creator.
So you went after Hex Juice over having a high opinion of me and what you deemed to be clickbait in her thumbnail. So you thought rationally the only thing that's left for you to do is for you to make a 48-minute long video where you attack her, her friends, and her husband.
Yeah, that's what I did. Right. I'll admit to that. That's what I did because
and would you understand that that's because you are retarded?
Yes, I am retarded, bro.
Okay, cool.
Tectone, can you please buy me a Yellon figure on Etsy, please? Thank you.
Man. Yeah,
but,
I got you, bro. So yes. Oh my God, you're okay. Wait, so Hex Juice and B-Mao had an issue, right? And then now you're the White Knight. You're Soul now, bro. You're Soul 2.0. That's cool,
I'm Soul 2.0. Yes, I'm Soul 2.0. I have a deep voice too. I'm literally him. What? She said things like, I'm below her, how I am not worth anybody's time, how nobody cares about this guy's opinions, you know, all these types of stuff.
Okay.
It's going in.
So that's the same as you saying that...
Stuff about her husband?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay, so then, all right. So you did make it way worse for no reason.
Tectone, I may be retarded, but I'm not as retarded as you think I am, Tectone.
You like blue? Like
Favorite
Galen? We'll do blue. All right.
Yes.
So
Thank you for saying her name. That's so great. I should have clipped that.
I got you, bro.
I mean, I said that I feel bad for him because it seems like all his wife does is talk about another man on her stream.
Right. So you bring up a person's marriage into this.
Yeah, just like Soul.
And how do we feel about Soul?
He's a little bit dead, but don't worry, now I'd win. You're saying things such as, you know, I said that, you know, Hex's husband should leave her and stuff like that. I did not say that.
Okay, so
I don't know why you said that.
So when you imply, right, that all a person's wife does is just talk about another man, do you think
that's what she does.
So
that's what she is doing. She talks about you 24/7, Tectone, all the time. You know something, Tectone. The thing about it is that I understand that this is the game. Don't think I don't understand that this is the game. Okay, look, I may be retarded. As I said, I'm not that retarded.
He found us out, guys. We're all in this game together. We all glaze Tectone for views. You know our own opinions? None of that fucking matters. If you like Tectone, you're an idiot. If you like B-Mao, on the other hand, you're bashit.
I'm gonna be real, V. I feel like this is pretty over and shut. I don't really think that we're gonna do anything talking to this guy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just dip out of here. What does glazing mean to you?
Glazing is when you talk about a person 24/7 and praise them 24/7, even when you really ain't gotta do that, and especially when you praise them for things that they really shouldn't be praised for. Now you're going to ask me, oh well, what shouldn't I be praised for? Did I do something wrong? That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
Ask that at all.
Bro, she calls him bald, and she
just.
Look,
man, I'm just free balling here. Okay, I'm trying to play chess. We're playing chess right now. Okay, we're playing chess.
No, because bro, you're talking about her and you don't even have full information. That's what makes you look a little silly.
Okay, look, okay, hold on. Okay, let's go on to the second point.
Here, yo, V, you got it from here, V. I'm good, bro. All right. Appreciate you having me on the call. I fucking can't deal with this shit anymore. See y'all later. Jesus Christ.
That man dipped, bro.
Yeah, because you made it as us being in a hamster wheel. In case you haven't noticed.
It is how it is. It is how it is. It is how it is. It is how it is.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
bro.
I was about to argue what people were saying. I mean, what he was pointing at notepad.
No, because you was nothing you were trying to do were to take responsibility and apologize. That was the ultimate issue.
Well, should I have to take responsibility to apologize? Should I have to?
Bro, again, for the 1,000th time, we are in circles. I told you this multiple times. If you don't want to listen, you want to know why Tech dipped out? It's because he clearly could see it was the hamster wheel, because he was there before and he could see that it's still repeating.
Dude, I know that this is a game between all of you, man. Like I know. Look, I know.
Bro, I'm closer to you than I am to Tech or Hex. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. Trust me when I say that shit. Okay, look, Tao, I'm gonna say this to you from the heart. I really tried. I really, really tried. And everybody here can be witness to that. I really tried. You chose not to. This was your choice.
Man should have just won the argument by looping it, man. What the fuck?
Oh, she gotta respond to B-mail. She gotta do this. She gotta do that.
That she has to do these things because preferably, that's all she. All I want her to do at least, because to be honest, I don't even look. I don't want an apology from her. I don't want nothing.
No, you have to apologize to her. Let's be clear.
Are you sure I have to? I have to apologize to her. Are you sure?
Yes, you have to. Of course you
do. But do I have to? Do I have to like do?
Bro, you're not only you gotta apologize to her, you gotta apologize to people for the certain things you said.
So I have to apologize to her, and for what?
Simple
okay, so you want me to take responsibility for the video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take responsibility for that. Everything that I said in there, I said.
Yeah, and just apologize. Yeah, and apologize to her. Like, hey, Hex, I apologize.
Tell me what you want me to apologize for, and I'll apologize for it. Go ahead, right now. Just tell me.
Your overreaction.
I apologize for my overreaction to her text use in my video.
To be a young person who is struggling
no, dude, do you even hear about? Do you even hear that? That's not even an apology, dude. Delete the video, do the things that needs to be done to show the apology.
I don't want to fucking delete it. I worked on that.
So then you're not sorry. So then you're not sorry. You just want to close this. Trust me, I wanted to do so hours ago.
Look,
you think I like being on a hamster wheel?
I spent all night cooking, man. I mean,
So
you just expect me to uncook?
So what? So what? At what cost? Drop it. Tao, let go. It's over.
Well, okay.
You made
well,
a mistake.
Truly,
it's
V,
okay. Let go. Let's move on. You're better than this.
Okay, well, truly, V, I'm not. Look, respectfully, I'm not gonna take down the video. I'm just saying. I'm not gonna take it down.
All right. Yeah.
Because
Okay, Tao. I tried. Try, man.
You may have tried VXV, but whatever BMOW says is infinitely more important. Who gives a fuck about everyone hating me? As long as I can suck BMOW's dick, I can live the rest of my days as a slave. As a BMOW slave, not a Yelon slave. At least not ever since they met. In this Clownfest of an argument, which accomplished nothing but dig Tao's grave deeper than it already is, we can summarize 5 different arguments from Tao. "'Tis but a jab, why you overreacting? BMOW did nothing wrong, apologize. Hex glazes tectone for a living. Hex is clickbaiting. Back to the top. I mean, if this doesn't put into perspective how evil Hex is, I don't know what will. You know, at this point you'd think this shit was over, but it is not. I ask you to prepare yourself for the best, and I mean best, apologies you've ever seen on YouTube. Even better than the ukulele." A video titled "An Apology to Hex Juice."
What? I thought he wouldn't apologize.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna keep this video pretty short because apparently people don't like it when I make videos 46 minutes long because their time is apparently just that important. So I'm gonna get straight to the point.
Guys, he's trying to brainwash us with that image. If you stare at him too long, he'll distract you from the fact that this is an apology video. So here's a better image.
You've all seen or heard what happened yesterday. I fell into the trap of trying to fight the final boss of gacha content creators, and he made sure he bent me over and gave me a real good
Does this dude not realize that everything he did in that stream was self-reporting? Dude openly admits to not having watched a single video of hers.
I really should have stuck to the side mission, but I accidentally started that boss fight, mainly due to what I said about Hex Juice. I'm not gonna say anything about what they've said about me. I kinda don't give a shit, to be honest. It is how it is, and I just so happen to be the catalyst for the daily drama this week.
You sure it's not someone else, man?
But look, I just want to at least clear some things up in case these content creators also watch this, because it's going to be some huge news. Next, Juice, I just want to say that I apologize dearly for what I have done and for what I have said, but I want to inform you about something very important. I've realized that you've realized that I was in your Discord server before, and you've realized that I was the guy who asked in the chat if we'll ever get your VTuber model oiled up, and you got rid of me for it.
He basically said something along the lines of, when are we going to get an oiled up version of the Hex Juice model? And my response was, keep your perverted thoughts to yourself. And I deleted it.
Yep, seems about right.
Hex Juice, in reality and in full transparent honesty, everything that I said about you in my last video was never actually the reason I talked about you. I didn't actually care that you criticized my content and that you treated BMOW like that. That was never the true goal, and defending myself was never my true intentions. I'll admit to it right now. I indeed just wanted to get your attention because I still want to see your VTuber model oiled up. I'm sorry, and I apologize really and truly. Okay, I had to clickbait everybody and do this to you because I didn't know any other way to get your attention, okay? All I truly want from you is an image of your VTuber model being oiled up, man. Like, that's all I really wanted. I mean, come on, man. Is it really that harmful for me to want this? If you had just followed through with the oiled up model request, none of this would have been happening right now. I don't actually hate you. I don't actually despise you. I just want your VTuber model to be oiled up. Is that so much for a man to ask for? You know what? Look, I'll even give you an ultimatum. I'll bargain if you will. Look, Hex Juice, if you get me an image or just art of your VTuber model being oiled up and you send me it on Discord or Twitter, I'll take down the video. On God, on Gravy, on my C6 Yolon, I'll take down the video about you. I am not kidding and I am not trolling.
Well, the video is unlisted now, but it doesn't really have anything to do with Hexjuice handing something over. It has to do with something else.
I will literally do that for you because I know it'd be best if I did that for all of us combined and we don't ever have to speak about this again, okay? I'll apologize to you in DMs, whatever you want, and we'll get this whole fiasco to blow over, okay? We don't need to be beefing like this, man. Just privately send me an image of your VTuber model oiled up, please. Also, Tectone, I want to ask if you genuinely remember that time in a call with you when I asked you if you'd buy this Yelan figure for me? Well, I was actually serious. I actually want you to buy me this Yelan figure on the screen because, like, due to where I live, I actually can't order it for myself. Like, it's not giving me an option to do so. Like, bro, like, really and truly, okay, look, right, like, this is the one thing I want you to do for me because, look, I already have, like, 3 Yelan figures and I'm just trying to max out my collection, okay? Like, I'll give you the shipping address and everything because, like, I have nothing against you. I really just want my Yelan figure in all seriousness. Thank you.
You know what, man? This is the best apology video I have ever seen in my life. Now, to the average viewer, it may seem meaningless, however, there's a lot to unpack here. Starting with the fact that this guy does not give a fuck about his reputation. The dude does actually enter content creators' discords to cause a bit of chaos. He entered mine too back when I made it, but he didn't really do anything. In Hexjuice's case, he wanted an oiled up model, which is why he got banned from her Discord. And that also explains the desire to make the 46-minute video. But the part about making it simply to get her attention is a complete lie. I do believe that he genuinely wanted to cancel her then and there for not giving the oiled up model. A pretty good way to get revenge. And you know, Bimao gave him this golden opportunity, so you can say that the stars have aligned for a revenge video. I truly wonder why. Now there may be some of you saying, how can you be so gullible believing a guy who lost all credibility within 3 hours, acting as if he had any in the first place? You know, besides the complete Clownfest in the videos and on stream, and his fucked up actions in other content creators' discords, the guy's entire identity on the internet is completely deranged. And I'm not saying this as a joke, this isn't me making fun of him, this guy is genuinely mentally ill. You know what, let's just start off simple with his username.
What's your name on YouTube?
It's Yelan Slave Tao.
The fuck? Okay.
God, I just really want to just be with my Yelan right now, but I can't.
Unfortunately, in today's day and age, it is quite common to see insert character names, insert object. The bald guy likes making fun of them.
Hu Tao Lover, Tartaglia Ball Sniffer, Euless Cum Sock. Like, I don't give a
But most people don't go as far as to calling themselves a slave of a certain character. And it wouldn't be that weird had this guy not made every single thing about his identity on the internet about Yelan. I mean, the dude's Twitter says it all. Most sane Yelan enjoyer, pure Yelan lover, Yelan main, Yelan worshipper, Yelan sexual, Yelanism, Bimao's loyal slave, Yelan's juicy size. I don't know what the hell this is though. You know, even after seeing all that, maybe the guy's just playing a character. Maybe he's just a What in the actual fuck is this? 1,000 paragraphs of cringe, glazing a fictional character. And it's not just him. It seems he was inspired by 3 other mentally ill people. Hu Tao's soulmate, whose account is suspended apparently, I wonder why. Tobin Jacobs, a guy even more mentally deranged it seems. You know, there's this thing called a real person, but I don't think these guys get it. And then we have Queen Yelan, who's probably someone just like himself but not at the brink of insanity. You know, those people are probably proud of what they've inspired. 1,000 paragraphs of glazing Yelan. Oh boy, I genuinely am glad I'm not this fucking pathetic. You know, I wonder if it's nice to be living in this delusion for your entire life, all the while believing she'll one day come for you. You know, maybe it gives him hope for the future. Maybe the only reason he's living his life is thanks to Yelan. Anyways, if all that didn't convince you that this guy's mentally ill, let me show you the shit that he's into. And yes, I mean literal shit. These are the accounts he's following. Like, what in the actual fuck is this? He has both a fart fetish and a poop fetish. Genuinely, who would find that attractive, bro? I'm disgusted that I even have to say this shit. And this is not a troll, guys. Who the fuck looks at followers on Twitter? 90% of people don't give a fuck. Bro, the dude even leaked his own fucking history while speedrunning the VOD and shit. I already showed you that. And if all that shit didn't convince you, I'll just let him speak for himself.
Understand that that's because you are retarded.
Yes, I am retarded, bro.
Okay, cool.
If you find any of this shit normal, then you are part of the problem. But you know, I didn't say all that just to make fun of him. The reason will soon be obvious. Just when you thought the drama was about to end, our savior B-Mao uploads a video. I'm sorry, Hex, with the most boring face he could make. And to be honest, I don't know why he uploaded this video, because as far as I know, Hexjuice was supposed to apologize to B-Mao for all the terrible things she did. B-Mao was innocent. But on a serious note,
Are you guys really gonna make me roast the guy whose crowning accomplishment in life is
being the Genshin boycott guy?
I guess so.
I've taken the time to reflect as well as process on all the events that's occurred online at the moment. I wanted to give a genuine and sincere response. I am sorry for my actions for the previous day when I joined your livestream, Hexjuice. I came in and derailed your livestream. I kept insisting you to react to a video, and I was wrong to keep pushing this. And I insisted you to react when you expressed your dissatisfaction. I will make sure to learn from this event and do better. I made a fool of myself, and only because of my own actions, and I only have myself to blame. I can see now how my actions have had much larger negative effects.
Yep, now he sees, guys. Now he sees. After getting a whole 2,000 dislikes, after seeing his slave get absolutely destroyed by V and Tectone. Yeah, now you see, buddy. Yeah. Oh, you're so innocent. You just didn't know any better. You're totally not 20 years old and going to college and should totally not know basic human interaction.
I realize now just how harmful they really were. I will be honest. At first, I did not see the problem.
Yeah, so what is the problem, guys? It's just a 46-minute video slandering her, attacking her husband and shit. Yeah, that was fine. Why'd y'all dislike that shit?
I didn't see exactly what was going on around me. It was only until after, when I had time to speak to others as well as reflect on what I had done, that I saw just how inconsiderate I really was in the moment.
Translation: it was only after everyone started shitting on him that he realized he fucked up.
And I needed time to realize that even if I was being socially inept, which is probably the nicest way to put it, I caused a lot of problems for you, Hex, as well as unnecessary pressure. I had to stop thinking about things from my perspective and start thinking about it from yours. I realized just how uncomfortable it made you feel and how much unnecessary pressure it put onto you, and that is not okay. I did not have harmful intentions.
Your slave was already defending you, saying the same shit.
Emo was in no way came off like he was not trying to start. Because trying to act like, oh, Widow B-Mao would never start drama. He doesn't want to be that kind of person is like really weird when you actually see the full context of the 136 messages he sent.
So you're backpedaling and not at the same time. What the fuck?
I failed to understand the situation and read the room. I made a mistake. Even if at the time I was unaware of what I was doing, it was still harmful. That does not change anything or make anything better. Going into anyone's live streams, especially as a content creator and causing problems, is not okay.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. All this guy does is yap. Even Tao's apologies are more productive.
It's just that I'm black, so naturally, I have some level of ignorance inside of me when it comes to these situations.
I should have taken the time to think about my actions in the moment. But instead, I failed to do so, and I ruined the live stream for both you and your viewers. I understand now that even though I did not explicitly say I was a content creator, people still noticed me. And rewatching the VOD, I did agree with someone when they asked if I was a real content creator in question. This is effectively the same as me saying I am a content creator.
Holy shit, guys, he threw Tao under the bus with that. Hey, that's the first part of the video I actually agree with you on. Keep up the good work, man.
This made the situation extremely awkward for you as you didn't want to start any potential problems between content creators. And to be honest, you were quite patient in that fact. This obviously made the interaction much different than one with a normal Twitch viewer. I now grasp just how difficult it was for you in that moment to navigate the situation, especially in a professional manner without causing any issues. You did a good job of doing this, and I was the one that took it too far. At the time I did not realize, but I completely took advantage of your patience. Naturally, with the topic of conversation, you probably mistrusted me, as I came across more argumentative than I intended. Then directly after this, I wanted you to watch the Gotcha CC tier list without thinking how it would make you feel at the time. I did want to see your genuine reaction, but that does not give me the right to push it onto you. But one thing I did learn after going back to rewatch the video in question, the section containing your part definitely is very aggressive, And it does seem like a shot at you.
Seem? What the fuck is wrong with this guy, bro? Does Little B actually have brain damage? This dude has to be a fan of Logan Paul, man. Looking up to the king of disingenuous apologies. You know what? That in itself is an achievement, man. I applaud you.
I did not realize how harmful your section was, even more so in isolation.
Who gives a fuck?
And then, after you were visibly displeased at the video, I asked if you could watch Tecton's part. I should not have done this based on your clear discomfort during the reaction. I understand now why you felt pressure during that moment, especially in a live stream that you are hosting. I genuinely am sorry about what I did and how this has affected you, especially since I was the catalyst of this drama. It doesn't matter if I intended it or not, but I do intend to try and fix the matter. Tao, I would really appreciate it if you could take down the video, as I was the root cause for that video. I cannot in good faith encourage it to be online.
And would you guess what happened after this video got uploaded? A second apology from Tao called "My final message to Hex Use. Drama bait ended." Let's check this out real quick.
Hello guys.
Unfortunately, because he's very serious, he had to eat food to get full strength. I'll be cutting that shit out though.
Sorry, BMO just recently uploaded his video apologizing to Hedges. Make sure to go and watch it. Very straightforward, very honest, very sincere.
From the tone of his voice, I doubt even he believes that.
I'm much more mature than anything I've ever done. Now, he said that he preferred for me to take down the video. The only reason I hadn't taken down the video beforehand is because I'm way too stubborn, and all of the people who told me to take it down, I don't like them, so they can go fuck themselves. I finally get to meet my favorite bald man. By the way, I put you in Smash because, you're my favorite bald man. Tectone, I already said before, you're my favorite bald man second to Saitama, dude. Primo's a homie, so I'll listen to him, right? But I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to take down the video. I messaged Yawn on Character AI for advice. This was truly the wake-up call that I needed to snap back into reality.
So here he's still delusional, thinking he's a Yelan slave. So he asks a chatbot disguised as Yelan to answer this question, this dilemma. Unfortunately, however, this is just ChatGPT with a Yelan skin, which will just give him the most generic answer possible anyways, telling him to apologize. So don't think this suddenly makes you a Yelan slave again. You're still B-Mouse slave as far as I'm concerned.
Even though I still do believe that Hex Juice didn't have to say all that extracurricular shit in the VOD. I acknowledge that my video made this 10 times worse. I shouldn't have brought personal relationships into online drama. I understand that's scummy to do, but look, not gonna lie, you can't sit there and say that those roasts weren't clean and deadly, okay? Look, you gotta give me some credit for cooking her there, okay?
Roast? What fucking roast? 90% of what you said was just a character assassination.
Would you expect us to count the attacks on the marriage as well?
The only roast I remember were against the chatter.
So as to why this fucking cum stain on their mother's blankets decided to say that about this content creator, I honestly don't know. But I love how these people love to talk shit about content creators, but they could never make content themselves that's good enough to compete with the creator that they're talking shit about. Like, this man right here will always be more successful than you simply because he's spending his time making his own content and contribution to society rather than your fucking LARPing ass rotting in a Twitch chat all day. I understand. I should have handled this situation a lot more respectfully and maturely. It's just that I'm black, so naturally, I have some level of ignorance inside of me when it comes to these situations. But either way, the videos are not taken down, and I just want bygones to be bygones, as encouraged from both Yelan and BMO. So I hope that we could all go back to playing our favorite gambling machines and just forget this whole thing.
Only because your spine was snapped in half.
The drama-based saga is over, and I've had my fun. We will be going back to our standard degenerate content in due time, do not worry. Okay, I know that Hex is not going to give me her oral VTuber model anytime soon, and that's alright. I could just commission art for it.
Honestly, what a beautiful second apology, including a solution for his own desires as well. The dude finally realized that there was no need to make a 46-minute video to exposure. On a serious note, however, this video proved that he will do anything B-Mouse says. The bald guy and VXV and the thousands of dislikes and hate comments didn't matter to him. But this one guy called B-Mouse, his voice is the only one that matters. Who gives a fuck about Yelan now, right?
I do feel bad seeing all these signs of complete mental insanity. Lots of trauma dumps if you ever want to check out this community tab. Genuinely, sometimes the only reason I troll people so much is not just because I want to have fun and have a laugh, but because it's genuinely so mentally exhausting to try to argue with a person legitimately and try to change their views on something.
Guys can't look for clout. That's what you
Guys can't do that. Guys can't do that, but most women do that a lot more than men. Would you not agree?
People nowadays are extremely stuck in a main character type of mindset, especially on the internet, just like you and your boyfriend. Then trying to argue with 90% of people on here is typically pointless because they are basically obtuse and refuse to listen. There's a magical 1% of people who would actually listen and think things over and change their opinions and admit when they're wrong because they're open-minded, but it's so difficult to find them within mountains of ignorance. Also, this doesn't apply to me because I'm the main character and I'm always right. But you know, Tao, I didn't come here to talk trash. I came here to present a solution to all of your problems. Because the moment you roasted that chatter is the moment I realized this guy has some potential, but is wasting it being manipulated by some pixels on the screen or some nerd on the internet. I, however, know where your true skills lie. So here's what you need to do. Fuck BMO. As for Yelan, you already cheated on her by making a 46-minute video for your homie BMO without mentioning Yelan's name once. So she already left you. For the far bigger Yelan slave as you yourself have admitted. And now that you're not Yelan or BMO's slave anymore, you will need a real badass character for your internet persona. Mercenary Tao would fit that bill quite nicely. Then go to the armchair psychologist to get rid of your other disgusting mental illnesses. Then we need to go back in time to 2016, a time where you were probably still watching Minecraft Let's Play videos. I want you to study this channel called Leafy Is Here Archive, a channel dedicated to preserving the legacy of the greatest cyberbully on the internet. And I want you to study them, learn how we made these videos in the past, adapt them to yourself, and just say, fuck everyone. Size or favoritism don't matter. Bully every Hoyo content creator off this fucking platform. That way, they will understand that you
should be the only.
Back to where we left off on Little B's video.
Once again, Hexjuice, I am sorry for being harmful and causing more problems. I will do better in the future. If possible, I would like to speak with you just so I can apologize to you directly, instead of through a video.
Suck my fucking and balls, you beta cuck is. Fuck you.
Now, I know context is irrelevant when it comes to these matters, and this isn't a justification or explanation. I just want to clear the air online as I see a lot of confusion regarding this event. I did not harbor any ill intentions when it came to what happened, nor were my actions premeditated, as I do see harm was done. I was very much an idiot, and once again, this is not a valid excuse, and ultimately, I should have known to do better. Especially for the people who are supporting me, I owe it to them to be better and accept responsibility. Where after this event occurred, I did speak to Tao, in which I told him what happened, and he expressed interest to make a video, and I gave him permission to do so, as well as share my Twitter DMs.
So you go to the one person who's mentally ill. I truly wonder what you expected him to do. Did you expect him to be all nice guy, all pussy-like, just like yourself? Criticizing her in a well-behaved manner?
Doubt. Be skeptical. Hard to believe. The story you're...
Of course fucking not. And even if the video was civil, you would still be in the wrong. That would have been the best case scenario, but you knew precisely what you were doing with that. Of all people, why would you run to him? A guy you just met 2 weeks ago. A guy whose entire life is centered around this woman made out of pixels. A guy who already had some prior negative interactions with her.
Hello, mint pickers. Welcome to Drama Theory,
a series where we look at the biggest fucking scumbags in the community, using theories to the best of our ability to get closer to the truth. Let's not waste any more time and look at what we have. So Yelan Slave Tao is this deranged individual who goes on other content creators' Discord to cause chaos. In Hexjuice's case,
he was putting in some sus messages, and so my mods were kind of keeping an eye on him anyway. And then in my general chat, essentially, he basically said something along the lines of, when are we going to get an oiled up version of the Hexjuice model? And my response was, keep your perverted thoughts to yourself. And I deleted it. And then he doubled down on it.
And then of course he got banned for it. So now, if you were in Tao's place, if you were mentally ill, deranged, you really wanted that oiled up VTuber model, but you couldn't get it because she denied you it and banned your ass. Wouldn't you be frustrated and tell your friend in the community all about your experience with her? How you are oh so very angry for what she did to you and wished you would have the opportunity to get payback for it. So you had 2 content creator friends at the time.
slime, VXV, who you got to know through the collaboration y'all did together, and later on you met Bmao through the podcast, to which VXV invited him, by the way.
Wasn't I the one that even brought him on the podcast too?
Now, if you were Tao, would you rather go to the guy who's gonna tell you you're wrong because he's more mature? Or would you go to someone who's a little more deranged? Someone that has slime levels of ego? You'd obviously go with a slime.
I knew that you wouldn't be on my side for the things that I said about Hex Juice. I already knew you wouldn't.
So you go to the slime, telling him how she denied you her oiled up VTuber model, then about how unjustly she banned you, and how you're oh so mad about the situation. After this, Bmao suddenly realizes that he can use this to further his anti-Tectone agenda, as he agrees that Hexuse is just a Tectone yes man. So he wants to manipulate Tao into making a character assassination on her. Now, what would be the best way to do that? Oh right, drama. But realistically, he needs some material to be able to instigate this drama. And that's where Tao's video comes in. This was the green light for Bmao to take action. Then he goes to Hexuse's livestream to stir up a bit of chaos. Try his best to make himself look as innocent as possible, as nice guy as possible, while talking shit about Tectone's behavior, so to speak, in the hopes of desperately getting some shit out of her.
He sent 136 messages in 50 minutes. Okay, that is a lot. I came into stream specifically talking about a particular topic. I wanted to talk about validation, and I wanted to talk about it with Tectone, but I did not, I was not just talking about Tectone. I had a specific reason. It was going to be put into a video. This was a very on-purpose thing, and he just came in and is like, oh, Tectone is Tectone. People forget YouTubers are people. They idolize these guys like crazy. I don't know what this is about. Entire gacha space is toxic, unfortunately. That's the biggest realization after everything that's happened recently. He said there's no real good guys in the Genshin community. I guess except for him, though. I'm talking about, personal relationships, and he just wants to talk about Tectone. I'm trying to separate what the fuck I was talking about, because he's derailing my shit hard as
Unfortunately for him, however, that wasn't enough to get her all riled up. So then he spams Tao's video blatantly shitting on her, insisting her to watch it to the point where she can't ignore it. She then watches it, gets angry as expected. Bmao gets timed out after insisting her to watch it even further, comes back and starts playing the victim card. He kept insisting to play the victim card so hard to the point where he finally got banned. And after having gotten all those reactions out of her, it was time to finally manipulate Tao into making this video. The video that was supposed to end her career. But there was one problem. She deleted the VOD, but lucky for Bmao, he was able to acquire such a good lapdog who would go to immense lengths for him. First asking her directly to release the VOD, but obviously because she didn't, he forcefully digs up the VOD from Twitch using an illegal third-party program to not only get revenge for himself, but also for
the homie Bmo, man.
And to the people thinking it's just a coincidence, man, the guy just wanted to vibe. Answer me this, out of all the Genshin content creators in the community, why does he decide to go to an
armchair psychologist
who is a very pro Tectone streamer, goes to her stream to immediately talk shit about Tectone, forces her to watch a video trash talking her, plays the victim card, then gets banned, has a friend who already had some fucked up interactions with her, that already wanted to make a video on her? What a very specific coincidence, huh? As for his motivations, I doubt that it's about Tao's revenge. It's obviously about farming drama like he loves to say, but you don't need to go as far as to make a character assassination on someone for drama farming. No, I think there is something a bit deeper going on here. But for now, let's go back to his apology video.
Which brings me to the next question. Why did I delete Twitter? Well, honestly, I did not want to be online any more than I had to. I only really started using Twitter properly a month ago, and it wasn't worth the mental stress.
AKA people were calling him out for his bullshit, and he decided to take the easy way out.
I've been invited to go on various live streams, and I did not want to be constantly contacted. Instead, I wanted to focus on reflecting and speaking on my own platform for my own mistakes. So why did I turn away from the multiple live streams in question? Apart from the fact I wanted to use my platform for the apology, a lot of the live streams regarding very sensitive topics tend to get very heated, like I have experienced in the past. And I did not want to go into anyone's live streams as I really did not want to farm any drama.
He loves using that phrase farm drama when it comes to anyone but himself.
No one is farming drama. Why does people say that? No one is farming shit. Stop using me for content, please, right now, please. How the fuck am I using you for content? Just because you're a piece of shit who can actually farm drama doesn't mean everybody is. I'm not doing that. I'm literally clearing everything up so we can put this in the rearview mirror and move on. He claims that people are farming drama and farming content, but it's like, you can do something that will not give any content and any drama and anything and clear it up easy, and we can all just be like, I'll be like, all right, cool. Yeah, it's cool, dude.
But we'll look at why he's a hypocritical piece of shit about that once we finish the video. Anyways, back to his point. So he didn't want to get on live streams because they got too heated and he didn't want to farm drama. But you asked twice to get on Tectone's live stream before. Isn't that really weird?
Okay.
Also, V, I was about to say, BMO actually wanted to come into the call.
He's not the topic right now. Hex.
He's not the topic. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He messaged me. He said he wanted to come in. I guess I'll tell him that he can't get in.
In chat, I've seen it in chat. He's not the topic. Let's stick to the topic.
I'll talk to BMO after.
Okay.
I'll talk to
This part very easily went under the radar for many people. However, V made some very good points.
What's up with the backpedaling? That's my question. Because you were ready to go all in twice, and all of a sudden you're like, nah. Is it maybe because things are not as favorable anymore? Because things are clicking to people and you're like, okay, I don't know how to deflect those? Or maybe you gotta own up and take the hit and walk away with that hit, maybe? Why would you back out when Iango wanted to have a conversation? Didn't you ask me to be part of the conversation? Twice? With Tao and with Tectone? Why are you all of a sudden backing out? Vim wanted to join the call with Tectone and you the other day. Yeah, I didn't let him join on purpose because it was about the Hex versus Tao situation. And BMO has an excellent way to making things about him. Even Tao was doing that. And even with Tao, and you saw how much repetition we had. So it would have made things more complicated if even BMO, because BMO yaps.
And as a result, not letting Bmao into the call was a 200 IQ move, because with Bmao being the second yapper, the second guy that would be able to loop the conversation over and over again, they would have been able to pivot a lot of things much more smoothly. Damage control would have been a lot easier, to say the least. And V was having a conversation with Bmao. However, Bmao didn't want to come on stream, of course, so Bmao decided to talk on Discord while V was talking on Twitch, making it pretty easy for him to dodge a lot of hard questions. However, despite that, another great point was made. Related to the reasoning, Bmao didn't want to go on Twitch, but wanted to make his own video instead.
Going on different live streams doesn't fix anything. Making concise response is the way to go, that's all. No, you mean like scripted, where no one can call you on certain things, but like, well, hold on a sec, because it allows you to paint things different. That's why live conversations are always better, because there's the back and forth and you can always clear things up. But you want to leave things up to interpretation, paint it in the way you want, and we can all move on. Be like, oh, well, explain it in the video, like, it's all there. But no, you left out this part and this part and this part. I know it's just your way of trying to dodge things.
Yikes, if only the average audience would be able to catch those minor details. Ooh, that's not a good look, little B. You're lucky not enough people gave a fuck though, because there's still a lot of shit left unanswered. Let's continue.
Why didn't I voice my response earlier? I wanted to take the time to reflect and create an authentic response, instead of creating some small community post that not everyone may see.
I call bullshit. You just wanted to see how everything would play out. You could have made this apology before anything fucking happened. You could have made this apology the moment Tao uploaded his video, but you did not. Instead, you approved of everything that was said in the video, leaving this nice little positive comment, instead of criticizing anything, literally anything. As supposed Mr. Nice Guy, you could have said, oh, I don't approve of all the insults of the attacks done on the husband. I don't approve of the disgusting shit Tao said. I don't want an apology. You didn't say jack.
I don't like to leak my DMs, but these are some of my outgoing messages, so I do think it's fine to do so. They express exactly how I felt at the moment and why I didn't go on the live streams at the time.
I think it'd be better on stream, no? Since it's already a public issue and you have the right to clear things up to the public. Sorry, I decided I don't want to talk about this drama anymore. I was already invited to a stream and rejected as I genuinely don't want to be involved in drama and I don't want to be farmed for views. I know it's too late for that, but oh well, I'm just locking up the internet. The rest is the same shit he's been saying so far. He uses the same half-ass excuse here as well. But I wasn't the scheming evil guy people are trying to paint.
A lot of people are confused about why I'm so upset over the Twitch ban. Honestly, the Twitch ban was well deserved, and I even understood that in that moment.
It doesn't really look like you did.
But I was very stressed out about getting banned on other platforms, as I did want to try my best to fix the problem.
You have this huge ego problem where you feel like you deserve someone always giving you the opportunity to speak or like to do something. That's not how the world works.
BMO coming back into chat after being muted and trying to defend himself is what made this last so long. If he had just bowed out and been like, ooh, I kind of fucked up there and left, I would have stopped talking about it. But he's the one who kept wanting to talk about it.
But honestly, I do see why she banned me after thinking about it. This was my only interaction with her, and she saw me as someone that came in to cause drama, so I cannot fault her at that point. I wanted to talk privately, and I should have made more attempts to do so. But instead, I handed over the situation to someone else, when I should have tackled it directly.
But instead, you manipulated someone else into doing your work for you. Worst case scenario, he gets 90% of the shit you deserve.
People asked if I only shared the video to Hex. No, I shared the video multiple times as I quite enjoyed the video. I even sent a DM to another creator to watch it, as well as sharing it on my community tab.
Now normally I don't like judging other people's humor, but BMO's a special case, especially since he pushed this video so hard. Especially since supposedly this video is the reason for all this drama. Let's check his part out in the video.
We got my boy over here, BMO, or BMO, however the fuck you say his name, aka the man behind the current Genshin boycott. I just had a scuffed podcast with him a few days ago and I had a lot of fun. Now let's see how smashable bro is. Honestly, I might hit bro's VTuber avatar. I don't know, man. There's just something about the way these VTuber models be moving that be making me act up and shit. His voice is also pretty nice, but I don't actually know how bro looks, so I'm gonna just put him in the maybe smash tier for this one.
Damn, bro. You got the whole squad laughing.
That's some Gen Alpha humor right there. But wait, why don't we give him the benefit of the doubt? Maybe the Tectone part he tried so hard to push will have us laughing on the floor.
Alright, finally we've reached Tectone. Now I'm gonna be honest guys, I do not like this guy, bro. I think he's just way too egocentric and aggressive and just too much of a general nuisance at times. All he does is spread negativity no matter where he goes, whether that be the Arknights community or the Genshin community. Shit man, I wouldn't be surprised if he started shit in the future Wuthering Waves community. I just don't think this guy is smart at all, and I don't think that anything he says is really that intellectual.
It doesn't matter if I'm married to someone and then they eat a sandwich. That doesn't mean that I ate a sandwich.
You know what, Tectone? I was gonna put you in pass, but after hearing that beautiful, jaw-dropping, inspirational quote from you, I have no other choice but to put you in the smash tier, man. You really are one of the content creators of all time.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
You know what, maybe I'm just an unfunny piece of shit. Maybe my negative energy is affecting my reaction a bit too much. You know, I guess it's just very easy to make BMO laugh. The dude probably gets amusement from watching paint dry. I do find it interesting how he doesn't find any of my jokes remotely funny. In fact, he gets really salty about every single word that comes out of my mouth. How interesting. We'll talk about that later though.
I do often share other people's videos. I didn't see it as a form of self-promotion. I have shared a lot of other creators' videos recently as well, not just on my community tab, as well as on my live stream. However, in this context, it was not my live stream, so I should not have asked you to watch it, and then keep asking when you wasn't sure if you wanted to. I know I identified as the boycott Genshin guy when asked who I am, but unfortunately that's just because everyone only seems to know me as that nowadays, so I just thought maybe that would be the fastest and easiest way to connect the dots to my channel in just 3 words. Being called the boycott Genshin guy is kinda cringe in my opinion. I don't know.
So you don't want to be called the boycott Genshin guy, but you keep calling yourself that. That's really interesting, you know?
Something people have been talking about online is the fact that I deleted messages with other CCs such as Iyango. This is because I did not want to be involved in this drama any more than I had to, and I just wanted to disconnect from other people involved. And I was afraid of my words being misinterpreted.
They're gone. They are gone.
Shit guys, now we won't know whether you casually dropped the hard R. What could he have possibly said that would make everyone misinterpret his words though?
I wanted to remove the opportunity of any more drama, instead focus on myself and come up with a genuine, concise response. That's why I got rid of my messages with Yango about coming on the live stream and instead replaced it with this. Overall, I really did embarrass myself, and quite frankly, I did make a fool of myself, and the fault is completely mine. It was my mistake for not making my own response to the issue and letting other people, apart from myself, tell what happened, as it should have been done in a much more appropriate manner. I hope in time you guys can come to forgive me and I can work to regain your trust. Thank you.
You know what man, that was a 10 out of 10 apology. I loved every second of it and none of it was disingenuous. It was beautiful. Your description also gave us insight on how many fucks you gave while making this video. I'm sorry, Hex. Not monitored before anyone asked. You know, if you were a better drama farmer, you could have made this video 8 minutes by adding a small additional prompt apologizing to good old VXV as well.
Also, by the way, you still threw me under the bus when it comes to tech tone as well. Your problem is not with just Hex, you also have an issue with me. Do notice you're not really taking responsibility for that, because that's not the real talk for right now. I mean, who gives a fuck about me, right? Who gives a fuck about me, right? Can't really own up to that one too, huh? You have to be called out on shit for you to apologize on stuff, huh? I'm just pointing some stuff out. Just pointing some stuff out.
That just goes to show how much of a pussy you are. Too much of a coward to take any responsibility. Because we all know how reluctant you were to make this apology to begin with.
You know what's crazy? None of them want to say I apologize. It's always, I see my mistakes, I had no ill intentions, and respectively, I see the problem. There's no sorry. It's like wherever you turn, there is no sorry. I did apologize, I believe, as I was timed out, which has... Okay, anyway, I apologize. Yeah, so what kind of half-ass shit is that? I never made anything. Yeah, well, you're deflecting. That's not a fucking apology. I don't know where you guys come from, but where I come from, this is a half-ass apology. I'm not taking this at face value as an apology.
In fact, your ego is so through the roof that you think you deserved an apology.
I'm supposed to apologize to BMO and I'm supposed to apologize to Hu Tao? No. Blow me, suck my...
Now you're probably wondering, what was he supposed to apologize to VXV for? Well, then it seems to be high time we finally look at this disastrous podcast they did together. Now first, we have to find this podcast. So which one of these seems to be the podcast? These seem to be split segments of the podcast uploaded to YouTube. But where's the whole thing? Like literally every other fucking podcast. Nothing in the live section. You know, maybe he has it on Twitch. Oh, nothing again. Well, that's strange. Why can't we find the stream?
Because the guy privates every fucking live stream he does.
Little B is so scared of being remotely held accountable for the shit he says on these streams. Privating a whole fucking podcast though is taking this shit to another level. So we are left with these 3 videos, which add up to a total of 57 minutes. Now you may be asking, how long is the entire thing though? 4 fucking hours. So 75% of this podcast is just gone. I wonder why. And the only reason I know about that is because VXV had also streamed at the time. So I was able to grab his VOD and look at what the fuck they were doing there. And let me tell you, it was fucking atrocious. But before that, why don't we just briefly look at the beginning of this trilogy? Now I want you all to pay attention to the shift in audio quality here.
So what if we got 5 Genshin content creators and asked them, what is the state of the game? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do now. Check it out.
Anyway, first question. What's your thoughts on Genshin at the moment?
Well, your first reaction might be, what a fucking nitpicker. It may be a loss in audio quality. I may be hearing constant static noise, but it's still understandable. Well, what if I told you this is the highly edited version of the original audio? And the original audio actually sounds like this.
Anyway, first question. What's your thoughts on Genshin at the moment?
Shit, it's almost like we're back on Zoom again. Quite the difference now, ain't it? And having this level of shitty audio in a podcast where audio is obviously the most important thing is gonna be detrimental for the podcast as a whole. Because nobody's gonna wanna listen to this shit. And by doing that, you're not only wasting your own time, but also the time of the 4 other guests you brought on. I mean, shit, I wouldn't want to be on a podcast if I know barely anyone's gonna listen to me because of the host's audio problems. And get this, it's not just B-Mao that sounds bad on his end, it's literally every single person there as well. But there's a twist.
I think the game is in a healthier state than it was last year. I think the game is in a healthier state than it was last year.
Notice how this guy's audio is fine on VXV's end, but B-Mao's wasn't, which implies that B-Mao not only had shitty input, but he was also making everyone else's audio actively shittier. Not to mention, once again, it was much worse on the actual podcast. Little B then wastes an entire hour not only trying to fix his audio issues, which as you've already seen he wasn't really able to fix, but he also wasted a lot of time setting this stupid ass VTuber shit up. I don't even know what the fuck this is.
Give me that beautiful Yolan figure right there. Just, yeah, let's go.
So you make them wait for an entire hour to set up this stupid ass table while also not being able to fix the audio. Then VXV tries to come up with a solution. Emphasis on tries.
Why don't we have a link to another stream pinned in the chat, and they can listen to the audio through there. They can have the visual in the channel where they have the table and everything. But the audio, like, they can just have another tab open where they can, like, yeah, same here.
But what if some of them are on mobile though?
Ah, that's true. That is true. Yeah, on mobile, that's not.
So the point of his solution was, let's at least make our audio clear, even if B-Mao's gonna be shit anyways. But there's one major hole in the entire solution. Now obviously having two streams open at the same time is not gonna sync very well. It's gonna eat up a lot of bandwidth. It's not gonna be good for mobile users either. So the idea is shit anyways. But the real problem is that they can't see the forest for the trees. Who gives a fuck about this stupid table, bro? It's a podcast. Just go on Discord, just like the fucking Gacha cast, instead of going through all these fucking hoops just to have this dumb table ruin everything, make the entire podcast go to shit.
But we can't blame B-Mao for any of these problems, right guys?
He's totally not supposed to come prepared, maybe do a test stream or two? You know, like all the setup should have just been done on stream, like what am I talking about, right? The dude definitely didn't plan the entire podcast a few weeks prior.
He does also love breaking up the podcast, talking about how many viewers he has, despite the advice given.
I could see the viewers, I could tell you.
I can see my question. I can see
Guys from someone that streams more often, don't look at viewers. Just look at the chat and focus on the conversation.
Yeah. Because we're actually by record high views. I don't know if my PC's lying, but we're 114.
But more than anything, that's just a nitpick. Now why don't we get to the nitty-gritty of things?
The topics that were actually discussed in the podcast. And since B-Mao only deemed these 3 videos as worthy of being uploaded to his YouTube channel, there's no point in watching the rest of the 4-hour slop that they put out together. Majority of which is basically Tao being on his mental illness like always.
Cup, I paid you to yell on Cup.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Amazing. Alright, amazing. Let me get that for you.
Thanks, man. I've been real thirsty, man. Remember I said I need to drink water, man. All I got is yell on sweat.
Anyway, starting with the first of these videos, what Genshin CZs really think about Genshin. An on-topic 8-minute video actually discussing that. The second video, the real problem with the Genshin community, is on topic for the most part. The topic does get derailed a bit towards the middle of the video where they talk more about the game itself, not the community. Whatever the case, the discussion is still productive. People's time isn't being wasted and you aren't clickbaiting or farming drama, like you love to criticize others for. And then we get to the final video where basically everything falls apart. Titled, Tecto needs to stay away from boycott Genshin, acting as if he was a part of it in the first place. With his face in the thumbnail, the problem with Tecto written as well. Now while people loved the first 2 videos, this one was rather controversial. Let's look at why that is.
If anybody's gonna be the face of this, the only one it can be is actually Tecto, because for the longest time, go ahead, why not?
because it's not a leader. There should be multiple leaders.
Alright, so right off the bat, we're already accepting the fact that Tectone is a part of Genshin boycott for some reason, even though he only said this.
Do what y'all want. You can tweet hashtag boycott Genshin if you want, but yeah. Feel free to go subscribe to B-Mou's video. Great. Bad.
Do what y'all want. You can tweet hashtag boycott Genshin if you want, but yeah.
Oh, and now he's immediately leading boycott Genshin. So it immediately becomes obvious that these idiots are gonna argue about this for 22 minutes, discussing a non-discussion. What in the actual fuck? So since we already debunked the entire point of the video, to be able to continue watching this Clownfest of a video, we'll have to just lower our IQ and accept that Tectone is the leader of Genshin boycott. So taking all that into consideration, it seems that VXV believes that Tectone should be the face of Genshin boycott, while BMAO believes that there should be multiple leaders, or more precisely, he wants to be the only leader. The only motherfucker.
If I look at my Genshin Impact or Star Rail icon right now, I see one face.
Yeah.
That's the mascot. That's the face, whether you like it or not. Right? So like the face of this all is Tectone.
Yeah, man, I only see Tectone. I definitely don't see the guy making his entire persona on the internet about this Genshin boycott stuff. No, it's not him.
Whatever they think about that, I think Tectone's an interesting guy. I don't agree with all of his points, but he is entertaining to watch. You can't argue about that. He does get views, okay?
Which is of course why you try to get daddy's attention all the time.
But the issue is people are saying, I don't agree with
that is I'm sorry, that is a very, very understatement.
Okay, well, I'm not trying to...
Bro is smart. Bro is very, very smart. He's actually one of the smartest individuals.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not successful. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying is...
It's not about success. I'm saying smart.
Yeah, I'm just saying if someone's success, they know what they're successful. They can.
There's a lot of successful people, but not all of them smart. I can have an OnlyFans and be successful.
Okay, fair enough.
Success is way different. No, anyway, smart and knowing exactly how to pivot things.
Yes. No. Listen, I get that. But this is not a Tectone glazing session, whatever you believe, alright? Because this is a bit more important.
Hey, VXV, maybe you should tone down the shilling a little bit. You wouldn't want to be called a meat rider by hundreds of comments now, would you? I am gonna private the podcast, but still upload the part where you shill out for Tectone, just to teach you a lesson.
The issue is, like people are saying, I will never agree with Tectone. Tectone, yes, he's smart, but how does he communicate? Not very good. He is smart, but his communication methods sometimes cannot be, viable.
Yeah, 100%. I can agree with that.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, but sometimes everyone is different, and it's difficult because he says what he wants, from straight from within. I don't think that's a bad thing.
Oh, really? But your comments say otherwise.
He's straight to the point. Yeah. He bears whatever he has inside. But at the same time, his communication style isn't ideal. And it becomes too personal sometimes.
So you felt the need to spread this sentiment down other people's throat.
Tectone is clearly a very honest, straightforward, and usually aggressive person when it comes to his opinions and his takes.
Well, most of the time when he's aggressive about his takes, he actually has reasons to back them up.
Yes.
And the thing about it is that he's like a mixed bag, right? Like, sometimes he's in the right, sometimes he's in the wrong. Like, I wasn't there for the Jinx and Tuner drama.
Yeah,
but apparently he was in the wrong for that. I wasn't there for that, but apparently he was in the wrong for that.
Apparently, you can't think for yourself? Do you actually use your Yelan chatbot to get drama takes? Cause I wouldn't even be surprised at this point.
The drama that he had with Soul, I really do think that he was really like when he came off towards Flip like that, and then he did that to Soul, accused him of these things.
Bro, why does this guy unironically see Soul as this role model?
I'm Soul 2.0. Yes, I'm Soul 2.0. I have a deep voice too. I'm literally him. All his wife does is talk about another man on her stream.
Right, so you bring up a person's marriage into this.
Yeah, just like Soul.
And how do we feel about Soul?
Well, hold on now. Well, hold on.
Oh shit, the Tectone Meat Rider's back.
I think without on that time down this rabbit hole, please. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Is this distracts away from what we're trying to do?
Okay, no, I agree.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
While watching this entire dumpster fire unfold, I truly wonder what made you so incentivized to post this entire shit show. Like, genuinely, nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Hope the views are worth it.
But the problem with Tectone drama is like who took the first punch. And
okay, I'm gonna cut Tectone talk at this point.
We are talking way too much about
it does.
Tectone. No, I don't want to end up on a Tectone live stream, okay?
Bro, I can't with this guy. Who is he actually trying to fool? We'd have to have Tau level of mental illness to not realize what the fuck you're trying to do, buddy. You really wanted him to react to this shitty video because you know he loves to react to people shitting on him. And especially because you privated the VOD, you could have chosen to not upload this absolute Clownfest of a video if you didn't want him reacting to it. But instead, you really wanted Daddy's attention. And that truly shows how much of a hypocrite you are.
This is not common knowledge, but he made like a Tectone video a long time ago where he talked about Tectone disappointed me. And Tectone reacted to it real quick and commented, "Oh no, you're gonna make me come," and walked out. I mean, he made fun of it real fast and walked out. And what happened to that video? It got privated. And now every time Tectone kind of like has your videos or anything that involves you and you're like, "Oh look, I'm on TV," or something like that. It's like you want Daddy's attention so bad.
So how do you deflect that one, Bima? Because I also remember you doing something of the like, the disappointment when he didn't take the bait and react to your video. Sucks to suck, doesn't it?
I don't want this to be a clip to send there. We have more important things to discuss.
Like what? There's nothing else you uploaded after this. All y'all did was yap about pointless things you knew wasn't worth uploading. And it would have been even more disgraceful had you only uploaded 2 videos from a 4-hour podcast. So you upload this drama video as a last-ditch effort to milk some more views out of it.
Because Tectone lore is too deep. We're gonna keep yapping for hours, alright? That's not why we're here.
If you're here for something more important, then why are you not stopping them from speaking about it? You are the host and you knew exactly what you were doing.
I feel like that's actually part of the movement of it. That's
I'm not saying it's not a
whether
part.
you like it or not.
I'm not gonna say it's not a part.
But it is. It is because like he's like the biggest face of it all.
I don't know.
We cannot go down the fact where the biggest face is being challenged.
But the priority of the boycott can't be cleaning up his image.
But you see, Soldapop, there's this crazy ability called separating the conflict, by which, you know, you can use your brain, putting a community movement to one side, while putting his personal stuff on the other.
If we put the boycott on Tectone as a leader, half the people are gonna just straight up say no, because I have a very visceral response to Tectone. I don't care why, not my business. I have no issues, a lot of people don't, but they're never gonna change their opinion. So therefore, you're losing 50% of people that would potentially listen.
That's a pretty big number you're just pulling out of your ass, buddy. Especially after Atsu and Envy got cancelled, you know. I don't think half the community hates him now. Doubt it was that much even before.
If you apply to one man, you're already losing that because it's become about a person, not about a community, not about viewers. It's become about a dude. It should be about the people watching this, like the 136 people. It should be about them, not Tectone.
So according to your logic, just because Tectone actively covered the boycott, suddenly it's only about Tectone now, and not the people he's actually covering this shit for. Like, you know, players actively playing the game, who don't have a platform to actually speak their mind.
But it should not be attached to one person as a whole. It should be, I am taking the message, not I am taking, this boycott has Tectone's face, so therefore I don't like it. It should be, this is the message, and I as a creator have decided I want to spread this message. It should be that way. It should be that relationship. Message first, person saying it second. Not
keyword should be, because you can't fucking control people, bro. If you want Tectone not to be the face of the boycott so badly, then you need someone bigger than him. Because let's be honest, nobody gives a shit about smaller creators. That's how Mafia works.
Email, like, I really do agree with you on that sentiment. Like, trust me, I do. But, like, the only problem is that a lot of these people can't do that. Like, especially, like, you know, they got contracts, they're getting money. I mean,
that's a topic on its own.
Yeah, is a topic on its own, but hot take, I am sorry, you will still live. Like, dude, you can make other content. Like, you can make content top 10+1 lakes in Genshin.
I did.
Easy for you to say when your livelihood isn't streaming that fucking shit-picking mint every day. If the content is vastly different from what the creator normally produces, then it's not gonna attract as many views. Crazy how that works, right? Also, I love how he makes it so obvious that he's Tectone's biggest hate watcher by giving the top 10 lakes example. Because the bald guy himself always gives that example.
I have so much content about not pushing people to buy new stuff. You can talk about retrospective, lore videos.
And what if they're not skilled enough to make those videos? What if they've been picking mint for 3 fucking years? And even then, would everyone want to watch that shit? It's their livelihood, and it's especially stupid of you to say because those videos require 10 times the effort compared to the normal shit they put out.
I'm sorry, I'm working on a massive video right now. I am not pushing content that came out. I missed all of that stuff. I am working on a different game that has Genshin content inside.
I am working on a different game that has Genshin content inside.
They're being lazy. They don't want to talk about it because it's easy for them.
Buddy, with the shit you're posting, I don't think you're in a position to tell them what is lazy and what is not creative. Where is that massive video you've been working on, man? It's been a month.
And they're just being stupid. Alright, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm getting a bit emotional. I gotta chill out.
Bro is that salty because people can make a living off of picking mint.
It was working. I say was because we got massively derailed thanks to a whole bunch of drama. I'm not gonna yap about that for now.
Let's be brutally honest, bro. This was never gonna work. Especially when 90% of the player base doesn't even go on social media. Most of the player base is completely ignorant of everything that happened with the free wishes and the Genshin boycott stuff.
People will come into other people's videos saying, why are people attacking me saying why am I playing the game?
Why do I have people on Twitter trying to tell me, Envy, why are you not speaking up about it? As if a YouTube video is going to do anything about it. As if 1 star in Google Classroom is going to do anything about it. As if unfollowing Genshin Impact is going to do anything about it.
Obviously attacked is not good, but clearly the message was going out there to people to make responses on Twitter. So clearly the message is going there, and then content is like, why am I getting attacked? I didn't do anything wrong. And all they need to do is not be defensive.
I should be the only motherfucker getting praise in the Genshin community because I don't spend money on Genshin Impact.
And say, hey, how about for 7 days we talk about some Genshin lore? Talk about some cool techniques I want to see in Genshin, some cool characters, or anything. Just be creative. That's all it is.
Here's my gigabrain theory. Paimon is the unknown god. I also want Genshin to have a flying technique, even though I know it's never gonna happen. And I also want Kiryu Kazuma to come to Genshin, because if some lame-ass Sony mascot can come to Genshin, then why can't Sega's mascot also come to Genshin? We need Kiryu to perform some tiger drops on those hilichurls.
So you want Tecton to put everything aside and start shouting boycott Genshin again. He did it like a month ago because it was trending, and then obviously he stopped doing it because he's not interested anymore.
Again? When did he shout that? What? Oh, whoops, guys, I almost turned my IQ all the way up. Sorry.
I don't know why we're still talking about Tecton, I can't lie.
You're the host, Bucko. If you didn't want to talk about Tecton so bad, then you would have stopped the conversation from the start. Easier to put the blame on others, isn't it?
Like I said earlier, it's because whether you like it or not, he's the face of this, whether you like it or not.
Is he the face? I don't know. I don't think he should be.
He is.
We should have more.
You don't think he should, but that's just the way it is.
I don't think he should.
I agree, man. I should have been the face of the boycott. I should be the only motherfucker getting praised in this entire community. How dare this bald man on the internet steal my spotlight?
Why does anyone listen to this guy? What is wrong with you people? This guy unironically has fans. What he has the most dog shit takes I've ever heard in my life.
If a prince is born, he's gonna be the king, whether you like it or not.
Alright, that's fine. No, that's fine. That's
Some leaders you don't get to choose. Some leaders are appointed, and that's who the people choose.
I'm just saying is that at the end of the day, listen, we've been yapping about Tecton for a while. I can see everyone in chat is like, why are we still talking about Tecton? And I think at the end of the day, this is a Genshin issue, not a Tecton issue. So if we were to have a conversation about Tecton, it should be a separate issue.
But you talked about him for 20 minutes straight. Convenient to say, of course, when you've already said your piece.
I don't think we should be wasting people's attention talking about something they don't care about.
Then why'd you upload this video? Oh wait, people clearly care about it because you wanted those views and you certainly got them. How hypocritical, you know?
Because they care about Genshin. They came here to talk about Genshin, not talk about Tecton.
Alright. I don't know why. Listen, this chat's popping out saying, can we stop talking about it?
Don't you lecture me with your $30 haircut.
Tecton
Guys!
I think we've all said what we need to say.
And that's the end of the video. Of course, I cut out a lot of repetitive parts, a lot of parts that really didn't need to be in the video.
So all we have to do right now is that we put a picture of Eula's Botox on screen. We ship him hair growth gel. He uses the gel, he gets hair, he looks handsome, now everybody likes him again.
But are included just to increase watch time. Because if you're gonna private your podcast and upload an edited video, you would cut those parts out. But BMAO is BMAO, right guys? And basically his entire video is about arguing that Tecton should or should not be the face of boycott, while at the same time pretending he doesn't want to talk about it. BMAO saying he should get away from the boycott according to the title but not according to the video, because in the video he says he should be one of the faces in the boycott. Tao is being Tao as usual. Solunera and Soldapop barely talked, so I guess they're neutral. At first glance that is. While VXV is Tecton's biggest meat rider. For you know, speaking some facts I guess, that would have been the case if the conversation's entire basis wasn't completely invalid. Unfortunately though, you uploading this dog shit video to YouTube, surprisingly enough got VXV a lot of shit, because he obviously fanboyed a little too much.
Because you had to have that tech tone thumbnail. I mean, we had to farm that content, right? No one gives a flying fuck about me in a video having people calling me a goddamn meat writer and him putting a video that I wouldn't have consented to for it to be up because it's chaotic and bad. And even people in the comment pointed that out. But that's not farming content, right? That's not farming content. Only we're farming content. You can't farm content.
And your idiot argument may be, oh man, it was a podcast. It's already on the internet. What are you talking about? Shit's private, buddy. So at most 100 people got to see that shit before this video got uploaded. And having discussed literal jack, aside from the quote-unquote tech tone discussion, you realize you got barely anything of value from the podcast to actually upload to YouTube. But you got this juicy, controversial tech tone part just sitting there to be farmed. So you had a choice, either be an innocent little B-Mao and not upload the video.
Cause trying to act like, oh, little B-Mao would never start drama. He doesn't want to be that kind of person.
Or be a complete hypocrite piece of shit dropping your mask, throwing VXV under the bus, just so you can get Daddy Tectone's attention.
Who gives a fuck about my displease, right? When you literally have me right now in your face, right? You not wanting to apologize for someone that's literally telling you, hey, yo, I'm not okay with what you did. That caused me problems. So that doesn't matter, right? But the thing that is actually the talk of the streets, oh, that matters. Oh, I'm drama farming. You're not. Everybody's drama farming. You're not. Okay, sure. Okay. Whatever you say, dude.
Who gives a fuck about the guy coming on your podcast, even inviting his friend who is now closer to you than anyone, Little Tao? Your very own dick sucker.
Wasn't I the one that even brought him on the podcast too?
And then you waste everyone's time for 4 hours talking about literally nothing, plaguing it with absolute garbage audio, making them wait an entire hour because of technical difficulties, acting as if you don't want to talk about Tectone, then talking about him, trying your best to get him to react to it, or at least get the attention of his fans and haters, and then by doing so completely throwing VXV under the bus, knowing he's gonna get a lot of shit for glazing Tectone a bit too much.
I mean, I tried to be a good mediator, I tried to be a good acquaintance, you know, I was trying for us to be friends and everything, and we had similar goals. Who gives a fuck about me though, right?
To the point of making him delete his comments.
It's cool. Maybe I overreacted. Maybe I also overreacted. Something like that. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's grow from this. You know, maybe that can make us closer as people. You know, no, that won't work. Who gives a fuck? Tone isn't involved. Mr. Pokey isn't involved. You know.
And as a natural result of getting screwed over, he talked some shit on his public Discord, like a normal human being. Nothing offensive though. But guess what happens next? B-Mao joins his Discord 2 hours later. Now why would you join the Discord of someone you just screwed over? They knew each other before, they did the podcast before, but he just joined right after he uploaded the video and VXV got shit on and VXV talked a little trash. Isn't that rather strange? It's obvious he didn't really come to talk either, as all he did was say hi. Oh, he's actually monitoring the Discord. Yeah, now it all makes sense. As a way to check any previous messages that were potentially talking trash, using his presence there to basically let everyone know that he's there and he's gonna be watching the chat from now on. Hold on, bucko, you're just talking out of your ass. This is just a coincidence. It's a one-time thing. You were saying? Yes, the dude literally joined my 40-person Discord just a few hours after I had commented on VXV's latest video at the time. Commenting in the way I'd always comment, using satire. Saying, man, I just wish everyone would just be happy and get along. It's so sad that Hexjuice didn't apologize to B-Mao, but B-Mao had to apologize instead. I feel really bad for the guy. He must be hurt. He didn't do nothing wrong. As you can see, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just how I comment. Harmlessly poking fun, you know? So then you decide to join my Discord a few hours later. Probably very disappointed you didn't find what you were looking for. Some nice old material to expose me. Because you're so salty about my existence. But whatever the case, you're still there, you're gonna monitor my shit, waiting for the day I inevitably slip up. But you know what this makes you, buddy? This makes you the second biggest insecure pussy in the Genshin community, second to the slime. If you get that fucking paranoid and insecure off of one sarcastic YouTube comment, one harmless fucking YouTube comment, to the point where you have to join their Discord to monitor everything, then get the fuck off the internet, bro. Because nobody is gonna buy that nice guy BS anymore. Especially not from slimy manipulative fucks like yourself. So if you're a content creator who's ever hinted at the slight distaste of BMAU's name, you'd better be careful. Because he might be lurking in your Discord server. I for one wonder how you can explain this.
The way Tao, Iango, and now Soldapov DMing me, defending him, all that. It's like he never fights his own battles and hides behind this facade that Hex called him out on. She's like, oh, poor BMAU, poor.
Like, what in the actual fuck? At this point, I wouldn't even be surprised if the dude has fucking prefabricated DMs in case of someone actually coming forward to expose his ass, like yours truly. If this doesn't convince you how much of a snake coward he is, then I don't know what will. BMAU is literally what if Enviosity and Atsu performed a fusion dance. He is the actual result of the two worst personalities in the Genshin community fusing into one real piece of shit, resulting in this manipulative, insecure pussy ringleader who thinks he should be the only motherfucker getting praised. I'm not surprised you were able to manipulate Tao and Soldapop into coming to save your ass, but I am surprised about how you were able to manipulate Yango as well. Atsu certainly has taught you well. And you wanna know what's really funny and ironic? He made a video talking trash about both Atsu and Envy. You know, the people he considers role models. Inspirations, so to speak. But it's quite easy to see that you're no different. Minus the popularity, of course. Which is why you try to drama bait everyone, while calling anyone that talks about the drama or reacts to videos a fucking drama farmer. Anyone that isn't yourself, of course. Deranged hypocrite. I guess that's a pretty nice segue into my trauma with BMAU. It all started when I got wind of BMAU reacting to my video criticizing Tenha, who was criticizing Wuthering Waves, a video that is no longer up. And he was oh so mean. Alright, I'll just fucking cut to the chase, it's just petty drama. So basically this idiot loses his shit when he first sees my video. Genshin Impact fanboy criticizes Wuthering Waves. Oh shit mate, he's actually criticizing Tenha for his video? I can't let this unfunny piece of shit get away with this, as I too classify as a Genshin Impact fanboy. So then he actually watches it on stream, but unfortunately, because y'all know, he takes all his VODs down because he hates taking responsibility for any of his actions. I don't actually have the footage.
So all
me, myself, and I
could do was just wait and hope and pray that she made a video out of this, which she obviously wouldn't, because there was no way that we could obtain the VOD.
Nah, I ain't desperate enough to dig up the VOD like a creepy ass hacker with a third-party program, then pat myself on the back and make an additional 40-minute video exposing this small instance of BMAU's behavior. Couldn't be me, man. So I just want you to imagine BMAU on stream flopping his noodle VTuber arms while watching my video. Anyway, so little B watches this video, ready to take it apart sentence for sentence, to the point where it was so obvious he was desperately trying to find the smallest opportunity to shit on me, but lo and behold, Tenha had such shitty takes, while I actually had normal takes. To the point where he couldn't even deny it, and because of that, he was confused on what to do, as it turned into the most boring dogshit reaction to a video I have ever seen in my life. To the point where he even makes Jinx seem like a professional reactor. Aside from spouting random bullshit, being salty about literally every lighthearted joke I made, the only negative comment that he actually spoke was calling me a drama farmer. Oh no. Not the deranged hypocrite calling me a drama farmer. How will I ever recover from this? He says that towards the middle of the video, but nothing much happens till the end. Until my fucking outro plays, where I kid you not, he clicked off in a quarter of a second. That's right, a fucking quarter of a second. I could only hear the word only come out. And that's a maybe, I don't even remember anymore. And this is how fast I pronounce it. Only. That's how fast he was. Now we can either call this superhuman reflexes, or we can call it coming prepared. And let's be honest, this soy cuck isn't Superman. He's not gonna be able to react that fast if it was his first time seeing that shit. No, he saw that shit, and he didn't forget it in the slightest. When he first saw that text, ooh, he was filled with burning rage, because he felt personally attacked by it. Genshin Impact players when they see an unattended minor. It's truly incredible how one can be so insecure to take this personal. Some funny random gif I found on the internet. But I still find it strange how you can be so pressed about it, to the point of mentally preparing yourself to instantly close the video. Wait a second. Ah, now it all makes sense. So you saw yourself as Shrek chasing after Tao, the unattended minor, huh? Must have hit home really hard. I can see now why you were so butthurt about it. And then there's me, the content cop in this case, chasing after you, the creep. For legal reasons, that's a joke. People just milk 10 half content, in my opinion, wasn't that deep. Neither was my video, you cuck. In fact, all I did that video was make lighthearted jokes, mostly just calling him out for not criticizing Genshin in the same way.
Like, you don't need to go back and forth between maps and be like, are we going to the right direction?
Hey, I get that you might have played Diablo 2 before playing this game, but like, why don't you say the same shit about Genshin, bro? Genshin doesn't have that.
Literally everyone else shit on him way more, especially the YouTube comments. I should be the one telling you it wasn't that deep, you pussy. Of course, just saying, I got bored seeing every content creator under the moon make the same video on Tenha over minor issues. His favoritism to Genshin is obvious and not a surprise. First of all, every CC under the moon? Alright, so these were all the people I was able to find through YouTube's search engine. And I'm not gonna count obscure videos with less than 1,000 views. So then apparently 5 people means every content creator under the moon. Stop acting like you're not salty, nobody gives a fuck about your reactions. Because you yourself know how boring, anti-funny, and shitty your reactions are. Hey, at least Little B is self-aware with that fucking VTuber model, guys. I'll at least give him that much. But like I said before, it's pretty interesting how quote-unquote funny you found Tao's Gen Alpha humor.
I might hit bro's VTuber avatar. I don't know, man. There's just something about the way these VTuber models be moving that be making me act up and shit.
Farming 47 content creators, but when it comes to me, a guy who precisely blew up in a month due to his comedy, it's a problem. It's not funny anymore. Suddenly it's just farming drama. According to you, reacting to a video is just farming drama, and we simply aren't allowed to criticize Tenha over these minor issues you're talking about. His favoritism to Genshin is obvious, but that doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter if it's not a surprise. People wanted to make a video on it, and they did. Including me, of course, which I was the first to react to, by the way. It's really funny how you come after the first person that reacted to the video calling him a drama farmer and not all these other content creators. So I can see you have a clear distaste towards my existence. Some funny guy who earned 10,000 subscribers off of one video off of Tectone reacting to it. You on the other end spent almost 2 years trying to get where you are today, having 47,000 subscribers, being the popular Beamau you are today, being the Genshin boycott guy. How dare I come and rain on your parade, right?
What a joke. I worked my ass off to get where I am. And you take these shortcuts and you think suddenly you're my peer? You do what I do because you're funny and you can make people laugh? I committed my life to this.
It is a pretty funny coincidence how all 3 of the content creators you had a problem with got this quote-unquote Tectone boost back when the drama was still ongoing. Against Hexjuice, you tried your best to bait her into drama, manipulate someone else into making a video for you to basically make a character assassination on her. Against VXV, you threw him under the bus for clout, refused to apologize, then monitored his Discord and are still monitoring it to this day. Against me, you're salty as fuck I got popular as fast as I did, and you're also monitoring my Discord to this day as well. Ah, isn't that something to behold? I haven't seen you have a problem with anyone but Tectone and us. Strange coincidence, isn't it? The only person you didn't mess with who got the boost as well was Tiorg. And that's most likely because you couldn't find anything to shit on him for. Because he actually makes good, original content, unlike yourself. Check him out because he's a pretty cool dude. Anyways, why would you ever attack Tectone and his biggest dick riders according to you? I think it's time for the tinfoil hat guys. Beamau wants to be the biggest critic in all of the Genshin Impact community. He only wants his ideas to be echoed throughout the mint fields. Our vision for the future of Genshin simply doesn't coincide with his. So he doesn't just want Tectone to stay away from Boycott Genshin, he also wants him to stay away from Genshin as a whole. Now the entire conversation suddenly makes sense. He wants to be the biggest voice of Genshin criticism. And with the bald guy out of the picture, his plans shall finally come to fruition. Especially because Mtashed, Genshin Impact's second biggest critic, is likely to quit the game for the 18th time this month, which would leave Bimao as the top Genshin critic, with over 47,000 subscribers. But Little B has one concern: the remnants of Tectone's Genshin Impact empire, which together would be a threat to his rule. As a result, Little B is waiting for even the slightest opportunity to be able to cancel us into obscurity, so that he may be the sole voice, the sole critic, the sole ruler of Teyvat. But all he did was make a complete fool of himself, giving Hexjuice another 4,000 subscribers, pushing her past mine. Was that your plan all along, you piece of shit?
I didn't expect you to go so low, man.
I didn't even do anything to you.
But I guess you really hate me that much, huh?
I really appreciate it, man. Fuck you too. You know, I think it's high time we start. This entire video was just one big glaze fest. All you did was glaze Hexjuice, VXV, and Tectone for views, which makes everything you've said so far invalid. Yeah, that's right. I said it. You're just glazing them. None of your arguments hold any water anymore. Hey armchair psychologist, Tectone's current biggest shill, why don't you stop glazing Tectone in every single video you make and actually make some original content? Oh wait, you did. Now that you milked Tectone dry, you decided to move on to Mtashed, the guy who can't change jack. How noble of you to push his fake ass agenda, changing everything. I wonder how much he paid you to make a video glazing him for 35 minutes straight. So if you don't want a 2.5 hour long movie made on yourself, you'd better come up with some original ideas soon. Chick. Hey VXV, your content is low effort Tectone meat riding bottom of the barrel trash. Oh, so desperately aiming to get Daddy Genshin guy's attention like the little cloud chaser you are. In fact, you're just farming drama like Bimao says you are. You also have Wario as your second daddy figure after Tectone, and you don't want to accept the fact that he don't give a fuck about your existence since he wants to preserve his fragile YouTube ego. So you'd better not expect an apology from him anytime soon. Daddy can't look weak in front of all the kids. Hey Genshin guy, you should go back to Genshin. Just because you lost your hair doesn't mean you magically changed your identity, bucko. You are the Genshin guy, you will always be known as the Genshin guy for the rest of your life. Stop trying to run away from fate itself. Your comfort game, Honk Shit Starbucks, was the only motherfucking gacha game that should be getting praised according to you. Before you became this Raid Shadow Legends ripoff's biggest shill. Why keep coping when they already cucked you twice, back to back, no 5-star selector and corrupt treatment of content creators? When have you seen Genshin ever do the like? Oh wait, never. Because you're just a toxic, ungrateful hater, disgusting how people always buy into your shitty takes, with the underlying purpose being making everyone a Genshin hater just like yourself. And don't even get me started on a dogshit game called Cookie Run Kingdom, which is literally just a Raid Shadow Legends reskin for mindless pussies like yourself to consume. You were also against free advertising in Genshin Impact, yet what are you yourself doing? You never decide to look in the mirror, you delusional, deranged hypocrite. Soul Dreamy and Vianatsu were right about you. You really are just a small, pathetic man bullying other content creators off the fucking platform. Ryan, take it from here. I can't deal with this shit any longer.
Why do you give this person views? What does he actually contribute to this community? Oh, literally nothing? Stop giving this person views. It's disgusting. I don't blame him for a fucking second for making these videos. I blame you, the viewers, the people who actually watch this fucking sloth. What has he actually done here? Nothing. He doesn't provide anything of value. His entire fucking channel is nothing but reaction content. What is this? It's literally react. Has this guy actually made actual fucking content once in his life? No. Stop giving this shit attention.
There we go, you can find all 3 of my hate comments under these videos. As proof that I'm not glazing them in any way, shape or form, this video was instead made to expose those 2 idiots. And feel free to go to their respective channels and subscribe, disliking every video they make, and leave a disgusting hate comment like yours truly. Link below. If you're new here, why not like and subscribe? On this channel, we make memes, talk about the news, expose stupid content creators, and much more. And especially with Watering Waves coming out on the 22nd of May, I will start streaming Be Just Like the Mint Picker and pick every single mint in Watering Waves, and in general just have a lot of fun. And of course I didn't want to even bother streaming Genshin because no one's gonna watch someone pick mint for the 1000th time unless it's Tectone's spoiled little brat. So you might as well preemptively follow my Twitch channel, link below. I honestly want to thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for the amount of support you've shown these past 2 months. It's honestly been incredible and I just can't be grateful enough. I couldn't be here without each and every single one of you. Thank you so much. Also, lastly, Beam Out, thanks for the new outro, man. I really appreciate it.
Only quality content here, folks. Subscribe, please.
Stop watching this shit. It is disgusting. Stop keeping this person in your community. Stop letting this fucking parasite ruin everything. Thank you.